Most of those were the intellect devourer deaths, though, right?
I've got one intellect devourer death, one aboleth, and then some cheeky drow. But should there be 2 intellect devourer deaths?
I think so.
Did you die
No,
to that?
one was just the intellect devouring your intellect. We didn't have to do a resurrection. We did have to do a greater restoration.
Right.
Yeah, there's probably still a
And
couple
then-
of intellect devourers rattling around in there somewhere.
More than
Yeah.
likely.
More than
Hey,
one.
No, they're not there anymore. They died of starvation.
True.
All things.
Devourer was his brain now.
That's his superpower. Brainless.
That was awesome.
Alright, let's get started. We'll do a recap of last session. As always, you guys are currently on level 10 of Undermountain, also known as Mural's Gauntlet, or Mural's Laboratory, and the Fortress of House of Vrinda. So last session, you were faced with this ultimatum of hunting and killing Mural for Lonwelv or Vrinda, the matron mother of the house, or fall prey to the Drow, as the alternative was to die pretty much. You guys then were sent out to Mural's laboratory, and you were trying to track him and hunt him, but you're unsuccessful. It left you wandering around aimlessly for hours, encountering some of Mural's failed experiments, 2 huge mutant giant drow that said that Mural fed them some sort of potion, and they were just full of anguish and anger, and they attacked you guys. And you were also trying to track Mural, trying to find out where he is, couldn't find him anywhere, and you'd heard these whispers, these elvish whispers, and you'd found these 2 drow statues, one male and one female, and it turns out that these drow were actually lovers from different drow houses that they could not be together because of their differentiating houses. So there's a bit of a Romeo and Juliet story going on there, and they just wanted you guys to relay messages to one another. These statues themselves had a special property where if you'd placed your hand on one of the statues, you were teleported to the other one, and vice versa. So using this teleportation system, you're able to, well, Roland was able to relay some messages, and pretty much was just carrying out this bickering that they had going on, with no fruits to your labor either. They didn't reward you with anything, and eventually Roland just got sick of listening to it and just decided to ignore them. We ended the session with you guys listening to this male drow who was just wailing away in this small alcove. Ren has also managed to stealth down through a secret door to the south and has found some phase spiders and 4 male drow flanking 2 sets of stone doors, standing guard. So that's where you guys are now. You're in this small room. There's the male drow statue who's he's still wailing away. Drinal Kenafin, his name is. If you care or not, I don't know.
Not really.
I don't.
We gotta track down Mural.
Well, yes, I agree with that.
You guys are also under the effect of a hero's feast, lavishly prepared by none other than Scamp. So you're immune to frightened, poison damage, poison condition. You also have advantage on wisdom saves. You have got some extra hit points.
And we
Oh,
smell
good.
like bacon.
You also smell like bacon. Well, Brew smells like bacon, at least. So you're just hearing this somber, mournful moan coming from the statue. You just stare at this completely still stone statue, the tears streaming down his face. He's looking right at you.
So anyway, Rin, you said that there were drow through there. I don't think. I really don't think that we should engage them at this point in time. A little early for that.
This is shock and surprise, but I agree. We can kill them later.
Well, I say that we head back to where we last saw the trail, see if we can pick it up.
I agree. Hopefully we can find something this time. And
But what about me?
slap the statue.
What about my heart, my poor broken heart? Reunite me with my love. Just crumble our statues so we can be together.
Be quiet before I remove parts of you that will last into the abyss and beyond.
Yes, please do that. That is what I want. Remove parts of me. Destroy this statue.
What the hell are you saying, you talking statue?
Are you listening?
I don't speak I don't speak language Elvish. I don't know what you mean.
You don't understand him. He only speaks Elvish.
I know.
Alright, you guys all touch the statue and teleport forth. And you arrive at Ixrian's statue. So, did you do it? Have you destroyed the statue? She says in Elvish.
No. I don't think the teleportation will work anymore if we do that, so that's going to be left for later.
That's unimportant. What's important
Bye.
is that we are together. Wait! And then beyond the secret wall, her voice is just nothing more than a whisper.
Whisper. Blessed relief.
Totally ignoring her, but can I check for undead check in this area?
Yeah. Take you about 10 minutes and you can take a look. Because of the large number of them, you have advantage on the check. It's also quite difficult because it's smooth stone. But you clearly pick up these tracks, Scamp. This large congregation of undead with the exact numbers and configuration that you'd previously fought lead up this way. Well, that's the direction they came from.
Point that out to the rest of the party.
So they came from the north. So we were going the right way before. We just.
Alright, Pavel is casting light cantrip.
Si, senor.
Alright, you follow the tracks. You can see the scuff marks in the tiles where dust has been parted and little patters of brown splots from zombie feet have matted on the ground. And they lead around and directly into this broken stone mirror frame. And they disappear there.
Once Scamp points
Beyond
that
the wall.
out, Roland feels very foolish that he didn't think of that.
Scamp, you or I don't care. I'll give you advantage.
Damn it.
Did maybe... Because I did already check in this area before. Can I check again?
I can check.
I can give you advantage.
For looking, you can't really give someone advantage because you're just sort of using your eyeballs.
He's okay.
But
Hold their eyelids open.
you can both make separate searches yourself. And you look around, you look directly at the wall, and it's just a flat stone wall where the mirror has been smashed. It's an empty frame. It's tall and rectangular, sculpted from stone. A purple paint has been applied to it. You can still see the rough web pattern that has been carved into the stonework. It's just a flat stone wall.
Maybe it's one of those we just walked through.
I try and put my hand through it, see what happens.
When you put your hand onto the wall, your hand goes straight through it.
Ah.
Illusion. Come on then. I'll take a step through.
Now you pass straight through it, and you come to a hallway, a secret hallway. And I'll just remove the dynamic lighting so you guys can move in and out. But when you look back, you only see just another mirror frame, identical to the one that you just walked through on the opposite wall. There's
wait. Where did the roguish one go?
I don't
Darius
know.
is just looking around.
Probably invisible
She's
somewhere.
most likely invisible. Does
Yeah.
that often.
Ah,
Look,
well,
look
Alright, Ren, make a stealth check. You've just walked
Yay.
past a skeleton that's standing in the middle of the room. And I will also describe what you guys see here too, if you give me a second, Ren.
No!
she's sprinting. Come on.
You can sprint ahead, but
a
sometimes
note.
it may be helpful to know what you're sprinting into.
Oh God.
Scamp is touching the wall between each of these like broken mirrors now.
I was just thinking about that too.
Okay, so alright, Ren runs off ahead. Well, you guys don't even know where she is most of the time. And Scamp, yeah, as you move through, there's a stone frame directly across from you, and you're able to just press your hand on the wall. It's very, very solid, as is the next one. There's more empty mirror frames lining the walls here, and there are more shards of reflective glass all over the ground. And Roland, as Pavel's light, what did you cast your light on, by the way, Pavel?
As always, I am an anglerfish, and I put it on one strand of hair.
Okay, you do it on your hair. You have your entire head is pretty much illuminated, and as that light is moving around, reflecting all the glass and broken mirror shards, Roland, you catch a fleeting glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and when you have to sort of double take because you see yourself with very pointy ears, like super pointy ears and no horns, and a bit of a slimmer face. You look completely elven. And
I crush the glass under my heel.
just as you do that, you catch another quick glimpse of yourself, and then you notice that you vaguely resemble Hal's the Blackcloak before you just shatter the glass underfoot.
But before they move any, I'm gonna shoot the skeleton. Is that all I see? Is a skeleton? Before I do
Yes.
that.
Okay, so before you've done that, the skeletons actually noticed everyone else as well. So there is a skeleton in the middle of this room, and it's wearing this tattered and torn black cloak and black robe. It looks like a wizard's robe, and it's missing one of its hands, and in the other hand it clutches a magic wand. And it doesn't notice you at all, Ren. You walk straight by it, and up ahead you just see a dead end, and the skeleton actually points the wand straight at Brew, and it looks like it's about to use it on him. So roll initiative.
Boop.
Was API broken? Probably.
Most likely.
Damn, roll 20 in your updates. Boo.
It says they're
Instead of-
experiencing issues with character sheets as well.
Oh,
Instead of-
we know.
It seems like instead of just making like a toggle for rogues that are level 11, they've just made it to every time you roll something that you're proficient in, it does the crazy new roll, and then if you're a level 11 rogue, it'll put a 10 on it. Kind of stupid, but
I guess it gets the same result.
yeah.
Alright, Ren,
It's
you're up
basically
first.
doing.
Yeah, it is pointing this magic wand straight at Brew. And it looks just like a wizard. Probably a drow skeleton, you'd think. Judging from how it's dressed. Or even my chat box is like all messed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
If is gone.
All right.
I see the GIF. I don't see any borders though.
I don't see a GIF. I just see like a border, and I don't see the stylized square around the attack roll. Anyway, they're probably updating it like literally right now. So that hits. Ren. Alright, the crossbow bolt just destroys the skeleton instantly. It breaks into small pieces and falls all over the ground. The wand also clambers onto the floor.
Nice shot.
Hey, what's our dead skeleton doing here?
It's kind of a redundant thing to ask. It's a dead skeleton.
I guess it is. Yeah, you're right.
Probably died, Pavel.
Yeah.
Can I take the crossbow bolt out of it and be like, oh, I think this is Ren's.
Right, Ren actually hit it so hard that the crossbow bolt just shattered on impact.
Right.
So yeah, you
just
think
get
it's
like
Ren
little
that did this?
fragments of splintered wood.
Right. I'll pick one up and use it as a toothpick and be like, yeah, I think Ren did.
Huh. Kind of seems just like a skeleton that you find. I mean, well, you know what? No, this makes sense. Yeah, broken piece of wood, skeleton down.
Was
Ren
it
is
carrying
also
anything?
like visible as well around the corner after she attacks. She becomes
Oh,
visible.
hey! Was you? Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
did that skeleton carry anything there, Pavel?
Oh yeah. I guess I'll check the skeleton if it has anything.
Yeah, the magic wand. It's rolled straight onto the ground. It's the thing that you notice first. So you can add that to your inventory, Pavel. And its pockets are empty. The robe itself is very tattered and torn. It's completely shredded, and there's like no spellbook in its pocket or anything else for that matter.
I have all the arcane focuses.
Do I still have the skeleton / zombie / ghoul tracks, or have I lost them?
There is quite a lot of glass here, Scamp. You'll need to try and refine them.
Can I assist? I have the skill.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. She already has advantage, so
Right.
it's pretty easy to find the tracks because there's so many of them. There was about 13 of them, and you pick up the tracks again. You can actually see where they've moved through the glass, and they head up to this dead end to the north. Over here.
I will point that out.
Darius shakes his head a little bit, and Shield First just kind of walks through the wall, expecting it to move.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
Oh, crap.
Watch it be a secret door you have to open.
You just smack straight into the wall and fall over, landing prone on the ground.
That was quite unexpected.
Oh, Darius, I like physical comedy as much as the next person, but I don't really feel like it's the time for that.
Maybe it's
Keep
this part
chuckling
over
off.
here. And Brew will walk up and try to headbutt the wall right up here.
Alright,
Just a light headbutt.
you just tap the wall with your head, and it's solid stone.
That's a really bad illusion.
I'm looking around to see if there's anything, like feeling the wall for the secret.
When you take a
Nice.
look at the wall, you can clearly see a very large seam. It's a 20-foot square seam in the wall, going from floor to ceiling and wall to wall. Here and here.
But no triggers.
the wall itself is
Maybe.
flat and looks like every other section of the wall that you've seen on this level, in the fortress part of the level.
Does it look like it might operate similar to the other hidden door that goes into the statues area? Because they're also very.
Make a investigation check, Roland. It looks like you just press on it and it'll come away.
That's what I was just about to do. I want to push it.
When you push on it, it clicks and you are able to actually slide it across to your right. And a huge section of the wall slides, fitting in perfectly to another section of wall to the east and becoming flush with the eastern wall. It reveals another hallway. It's arched, 20 feet high, 20 feet wide, looks very grandeur. There are spider web patterns all over the walls. Everything looks faded. The tracks scamper continue on to the left.
I will
There's
communicate that.
also a statue off to the right.
It looks like there might be light coming from another room to the right. Are we supposed
Looks
to see
like a
that?
very large spider.
Yeah, there is a glowing brazier. A spider brazier. It looks like a massive spider. It's about 20 feet wide, 15 feet tall, and the base of the spider contains a purple glowing flame.
That
And-
looks
And Skip, you said
scary.
the tracks came from the other way?
They came
Yeah,
from
they
one.
went to the left. Or came from the left, I guess.
Tracks go up that way.
Okay, let me do some scouting.
Hunt for Muriel.
Moving up ahead, Ren. The fortress hall continues. The same sort of architecture. Lattice work arches serving as buttresses and rafters. And the ceiling has actually gone up to 30 feet high at this stage. And it comes to a dead end to your right, and to your left you see a double set of 12-foot high arched stone doors.
Found doors.
Did we want to try moving more quietly now too, or
Might not be a bad idea.
Hmm.
Okay.
we'll
I-
attempt to move quietly?
Alright,
So I'm
everyone,
trying to see if this.
everyone make
Okay.
a group stealth check.
Sure.
Oh, Roland.
Oh,
Jeez, Dagger! Sorry, Ren.
Roland is humming a little bit. He's got a tune in his head. He's still
Time to-
writing that song for Nox.
To have a roll ultra dis. Oh wow.
Okay, you guys are moving ahead quietly. There's nothing to actually obscure you, so all you can do is hope that you hear something before it hears you, because if there's something visible, they'll just see you straight away. But you're moving close to walls, low to the ground, trying to stay in the darkness. Pavel does have a light coming off of him, so also it's pretty much making it impossible for you to be unseen as well.
Also, I'll just say I have a light too.
Do we,
Yeah.
can we try putting the? Do we want to try putting the lights out?
I mean, I can see in the dark, so that's nice.
Can any of us else like? I can get
Well-
lit.
Brew. Tactically speaking, I find that to be probably not the best idea. I'd rather be able to see what we're fighting than be surprised by it.
Sounds good.
Dude.
Seb, I was doing a perception check to see if this wall was another secret door.
You don't see any secret door there. It's a dead end. And also, Scamp, your tracks have also come to a halt. They seem to end in this room. This is where they originated from, you believe.
Perhaps this is where they were created.
You guys
Yeah.
stay far enough behind me that I can scout ahead. If you
That's
want
what we usually do.
to jump on things.
So I'm trying to do, my friend.
Let's bring the light around this corner.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to see if there's any traps.
Make
on
a
this-
perception check, Ren.
Nice.
You examine the door. There's nothing different about this door. Looks like every other door that you've seen.
Okay, you try to quietly open it.
Okay. You slowly push these huge doors open, just wide enough to create a gap for you to peer in. And you see more of a large hall. It's empty. There is another set of doors across the hall from you. Suddenly there's like a voice that you hear. And it kind of makes you jump a little bit. My subordinates!
God.
Ah,
The Spider Queen blesses us again today. The battle to break House Threshold on the lower levels has been going well. I have sent one of our powerful allies from House Argonray to our front lines. She will ensure our survival. In the meantime, be on guard for any interlopers. Remember, kill them on sight or capture them if you can. Praise Loaf. The Spider Queen watches you. Do not forget, we are her children.
What house was that said they were allied with?
Argonray.
Sounds as
Okay, checking for trap.
if at least one of the stronger allies has went to the lower levels and is not here at the moment.
Alright, go Ren. Perception check. Nothing different about this door.
I'm gonna slowly and quietly open it.
Creep the door open, and there's quite a large room here. There are some wooden tables, and you notice there are alchemical apparatus. Ancient looking alchemical apparatus. Rusted operating tools, dried up alchemist supplies, and there are 8 wooden trestle tables in the middle of the room.
Okay, checking this door.
Alright, make another perception check. Looks fine. Nothing suspicious.
Keep it open.
Okay. Alright, Darius, Roland, as you guys enter this room, you see that alchemical equipment, and there are a heap of bones, like a lot of bones, piled in the corners of the room. And, yeah, there must be like a dozen or so corpses in each pile. You see one to the north, one to the south. And Roland, you get a little bit of a ping from the gate stone.
Ah, there's a gate in here. By the way, these piles, are they shambling mound big?
Easily.
I'm going to actually take a moment, close my eyes, and focus. And I'm going to use one of my eyes of the grave to try.
Ah, smart.
Yeah.
All right, you detect undead. Yeah, there is several sources of undead in this room. There are 2 to the south, 2 to the north.
Are either of them directly north or directly south of us right now?
They're coming from the bone piles.
Cool. Tight.
Does Darius
Roland,
let us know?
pedal. No, hold.
Ah!
Yes, Darius.
Yeah.
Something festers in this room. Something lying between the living and dead. I'd step wary if I were you.
Why don't we let it keep lying? It's not Muriel.
Let's maybe not walk into the middle of the room where it could get it.
Yeah.
Come on out, everybody.
The
Yeah,
ghost
this isn't
speaks
Muriel.
true.
So,
Let's go.
yeah.
Well,
Muriel.
also, something to think about. These things, while we're fighting with Muriel, could come out of this room and come at us, but that's just food for thought.
Should we block it off, you
Um,
think?
I was gonna say, can we try to wedge the door shut?
Try to spike it.
I think that would be the most good thing to do.
Yeah, you can hammer some pythons into the door and try and hammer it into the floor so it can't open.
Okay.
Before they do that, is there any chance, like, I could possibly make out the symbol on the keystone from back here, or no?
You can't even see the gate stone from where you're standing, Scam.
No, it's not up here.
You can, vaguely see it. It's like a silhouette.
Figured I'd try.
You see the arch formation, that's about it.
Hey, Pavel, can you give me a hand pounding these couple of pythons in?
Sure, yeah.
You hold the python while he hammers it.
I'll try really hard not to miss.
Alright, make an athletics check,
don't.
Brew.
Ooh.
Alright, you just kind of like crumble away a big section of the bottom of the door, and it doesn't look very good.
Oh, I was hoping that Pavel was going to be able to aid.
How?
Oh yeah.
I don't understand how that works.
No, okay.
So there's no advantage. That's
There's no
true,
way
yeah.
to assist. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you could explain to me how that would work, I can't see how hammering a python into the ground could be more effective if 2 people do it. Seems like it would be more cumbersome than anything.
Well, if he was holding it, then I could have both hands on the hammer, which would allow me to swing it with more strength
Okay.
and focus.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Ooh. Oh no.
You
Hi, Pavel's hand.
almost break Pavel's hand.
Oh god!
Pavel, he misses the python completely, and he hits your hand. You take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Ah, god!
Maybe I should hold him.
And the python is kind of stuck into the ground as well, because you did kind of glance it, and it did crumble through the door. But looking at it, it doesn't look like it's going to be very sturdy.
Well,
Let's play with the holes. I'm gonna continue on.
Man, that was my reloading hand.
Okay.
sorry,
well,
buddy. Well, just think about it this way. What doesn't kill you can just make you, well, sick,
That-
injured.
Yeah. I guess.
Alright, yeah, you're still feeling not kind of tip-top shape there, Brew. And Ren, as you come around the corner, you see obviously the glowing light from the brazier. And there is a statue. It is a monstrous looking spider. Kind of looks like a drider. It has the upper body of a female drow, lower body of a bloated spider. Her hands are kind of upraised, and she looks like she's like casting a spell, stone webs that are fanning upwards towards the ceiling.
Let's put this section on hold. I'll go to the north.
You just come from that direction.
Oh, we did? We came from this way?
Yeah.
Oh,
You've just done a circle.
yeah.
It's a circle. That's why that
Yeah,
area.
we did.
Okay, we will go in here.
Okay, you can make out another statue. And this one, also, I'll get another group stealth check for everyone. And before you move any further, let me just like describe things to you as well. So
Sorry.
otherwise, when something happens, you don't say, I didn't know that was there. And I'll say, well, you didn't give me any time to explain. All right, so there is another statue. This one looks like a female drow. And she has this nasty looking scourge in her hand. And there are stone spiders crawling all across her body. It's a many-tailed whip. And just 2 more seconds, gotta check something here. Okay.
Chicken passives.
So you can see another... Alright, there are these large columns of stone supporting the ceiling. This place looks like a temple, it's huge. Looks like you're in the nave area. There are massive buttresses supporting the ceiling. And there appears to be 2 of these glowing spider braziers. Just illuminating the center of the room. The ceiling is huge. 50 feet high. And it's very empty as well.
That's trippy.
Okay, stay where you guys are. Scout.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, Ren, as you approach... Alright, everyone just hold on, don't move anymore. Alright, Ren, as you approach the back of the temple, of course, you see an altar. It's of some pale grey stone. It looks like a rectangular mass of webbing. It stands atop a dais. And you see 3 ghostly figures. They are kneeling before the altar. And they kind of resemble Drow. And they seem to be weeping. You can hear them. And some of them seem to be uttering some prayers.
That's some fucked up draft.
And they don't really pay any attention to Ren. You don't feel like they detect your presence. And everyone's surprised now as well. So I'm going to roll initiative. Well, actually, not everyone. Let's see. Right, Darius, you're not surprised. Okay. Some of you are surprised, some of you not. But it's Mural. And he's waiting around this corner invisible. And anyone with passive perception of 13 or lower is surprised. And also Ren, because you're so far away, you have disadvantage. And also Pavel, because you're so far away, you have disadvantage on the perception check to hear him. Which means -5 off your passive perception. This is when he moves. And Darius, you hear some movement. You can hear this kind of skittering sound coming from here. and he's up on the wall, 30 feet high. You can hear it up there somewhere. He moves and it gives away his location. Alright, Brew, you go into a rage and you prevent yourself from being surprised. You're up first.
Hey, you. Been looking for you. Move there. And would it be possible to, using a dash, but to try to climb the wall and get between him and the ground, like between him and kind of the party? Like I'm trying to picture the 3D aspect.
The walls look pretty difficult to climb, but you could attempt to climb them with an athletics check. And yeah, there's no way you could stop him from getting by you if he wants to, unless you grapple him or something.
Right. I will. Actually, what I'll do, I'll just stay right there and ready in action. If he gets within reach, I will attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
But I'll do it really covertly, so you can't tell. I'll ready my hand behind my shield, so you can't see that I'm.
Okay. Alright, Pavel, you are surprised you don't hear Mural from that distance with your passive perception.
I'm thinking about Nox.
Alright, Roland,
That's what I'm distracted about.
you can hear this skittering sound in that direction.
Alrighty. Here. Maybe. Damn it. Well, still in range for that, but we'll see if he uses it. I'm going to put a he's 30 feet in the air, so I'm gonna put a fireball like up, like near, like above him if I can.
Okay.
So it gets just him and not Brew.
Alright, he will 100% counterspell you with that.
Yeah, I figured he would. Alright, cool. Alright, well that gets rid of a slot, I guess.
You just kind of hear that skittering sound, step back, point the wand up in that direction, and you expect a big ball of fire to explode in that area, and suddenly you just hear this, pfft, this little puff, and you hear Mural just scream an incantation at you.
Alrighty. What do I have as a bonus action? Not anything really. Okay. Not anything I want to use at the moment, because people that are surprised, aka Pavel, will not benefit from. Like he won't be able to take his reaction, right?
You get your action back at the start of your turn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, good. Then I'm going to bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action power chord.
I could move.
For it's basically everybody but Dagger.
Okay, Darius moves up, Scamp moves up. Pavel moves up.
And Brew is waiting to grab, so that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, Mural takes a legendary action, and he runs along the wall. Runs over here. Now, Ren, you're still unaware.
30 feet up.
Yep, he does not go down, he just goes along the wall. Alright, Ren, you are surprised you do not detect Mural from that distance. You don't hear him all the way over there.
I have alert.
Okay, alright. In that case, you're not surprised. So,
I can't detect what they're going at, but I can move towards them.
yeah, you know something's up. You get a sense that there is a problem.
You hear the sound of Roland's guitar very loudly. Usually means battle.
So you use your bonus action to dash.
Yeah, that's what I used was my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
Oh. I'll shoot my short bow over there. I have disadvantage on it, I know. Actually. No, I will have used my action to dash. And I'm going to bonus action hide.
You're already hidden. You got like a 33.
Then I will.
You are out of the time-space continuum.
I am out of the. I'm going to stay right there, a little bit distance, and just stay hidden for my action.
Alright, you can take a dodge action then.
Yeah, dodge. I don't technically know where he's at. I just know something's up.
Scan.
Would I be aware, like, if I were to try and cast a spell magic, if the invisibility is like a magical effect or if it is like a dagger hidden effect?
He's invisible, so the most common source of invisibility is a spell.
Then I will attempt to dispel his invisibility.
Nice.
Alright, you attempted to spell magic and you feel quite a strong presence of the arcane weave. Stronger than 3rd level. Make a wisdom check.
Ooh.
It's gonna be greater.
Alright. You easily dispel the magic. The blanket of invisibility surrounding Muriel vanishes, and you see this giant, grotesque, mutant scorpion drow clung to the wall in the corner of the ceiling, and it just hisses at you.
Careful, he doesn't like when you do that to him. He'll probably
Gigantic
try to go for
longsword.
you first.
There you are, you ugly motherfucker.
I'm gonna go over here.
Darius.
Darius just like calls out to him and just says, "Ah, the monster shows itself. Let's see how well you can see us." And just mutters a incantation under his breath and casts blindness, deafness at him.
Okay. Alright, Muriel
Going
makes
for blindness.
Constitution saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
17.
Alright, he will use a legendary resistance to choose to succeed instead of fail.
Good.
That's fine.
Gotta burn him sometime.
I'm okay with that. I will then. So I gotta see if this is a bonus action or not. It is not. So that is. You know what? I will stay there.
Muriel hisses at you. Ha! Fool, so you have come back! Yes! I will use more of you for my army. And he's gonna run along the wall. You know, this guy is super quick. He runs along the wall here,
Oh, you bastard!
and
Get away from me!
he casts a spell. He begins.
I don't think anyone in the party has counterspell at this point, so
He begins to move his hands, doing some somatic components, and as he's doing this, he's whispering a deep and dark incantation, and he's also handling this little pouch where he gets like a pinch of powder, and he starts smushing it around in his hands, and nothing happens. He does not release the magic. Brr. You're up.
May the fury of Tempest guide your blades. I'll shout out a zealous battle cry.
Alright, everyone has advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next turn.
Oh, there you are. I can't quite get up to him, but I will draw an adamantine hand axe and huck it at him.
You throw it up at him, and he will cast shield. And the hand axe bounces off his invisible shield. Alright, at the end of your turn, he uses legendary action. He moves over here, and he crawls down on the ground next to Roland.
Stop it.
And he then blows the dust in the air straight at your face, Roland. And Havel, you're up.
Okay. I don't like it when there's no saves or anything.
Yeah, you're not sure what happened just then. You're not sure what he did.
I'm gonna look angry at him, especially for the fact what he's doing to Roland, which I don't even know what's going on. And yeah, with the advantage given by Brew, I'm taking out my my pistol and I'm shooting at Muriel with a sharpshooter.
Alright, you take a shot at him, and your bullet just bounces off an invisible wall directly in front of you.
What?
what?
He has shield up.
No, it bounces off invisible direcally in front of you.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Like, as in
He
here.
put up a force wall.
Oh, a wall of force to cut everybody off, me from everybody. Oh shit.
Okay. After seeing that, I know what he'll do, but this is good. I'll make you waste as much as I need to, Muriel.
Alright, where do you want to Misty Step to?
Next to, actually no, I gotta be. Yeah, it has to be somewhere close by. So yeah, okay, right here.
Alright, you're able to Misty Step there, and you appear behind Muriel.
I'm then gonna aim other 2 shots at him and let loose a volley of death.
A 20 is a miss. The bullet bounces off his shield.
I gotta do damage. I still gotta keep it up, but this is a good chance. Shit. Yeah. No, I'm taking off sharpshooter now, because I want to break that goddamn concentration. And I know how. Again, without the sorry for taking so long. Without the sharpshooter.
19 misses. Again, the bullet bounces off another invisible shield.
Oh yeah, we have advantage right now.
Action surge.
Okay.
Saved it for this event.
3 more attacks.
Fuck.
Another bullet bounces off his shield.
Another one.
That hits.
Nice.
Right, you clip him with the bullet, and it kind of breaks through his chitin and
One more.
kind of
Come on,
it
break.
just bruises him. And a 20 is a miss. Once again, does not penetrate his shield.
Fuck. I'm gonna use my interactive object to take out my my sword.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that beer life.
He turns around using a legendary action, and he just tries to grab you with a shocking grasp, Pavel. And hits you for 13
Damn it.
lightning damage, and shocks your reaction out of you as your plate mail also conducts that spell. Roland.
Let's see. I'm going to kind of whisper to him, you don't get to use that spell. And I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
Alright, he makes a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he
And
does.
he managed to block out the whispers. I think he takes half damage on a
He does.
success. Alright, he just shakes his head a little bit. I'll show you what you do and don't get to do. You'll do exactly what I tell you to do when you are my thrall.
I would rather not. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna test where his wall is.
You bounce back.
Okay, so. Shit. Alright, well, that's not good. Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Roland, he spins around and tries to grab you on the arm as well. And hits you full of 12 lightning damage, shocking your reaction out of you.
Okay.
Ren, you're up.
Okay. If I hold an action, that doesn't break my invisibility, does it?
No, readying an action. Only attacking or casting a spell, or I think like taking damage. I have to actually read what the ring says because it's different than just regular invisibility by a little bit. Ring of invisibility. Let's take a look. So, attack, cast a spell, or use a bonus action to become visible again.
I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to hold an action. Hold my action to attack until the wall of force drops.
You can't ready an action for something that's not perceivable. It has to be a perceivable effect. Seeing an invisible wall drop is not perceivable.
And I'll just take the dodge action.
Anything else for your turn, Ren?
That's it. No, that's it.
Scamp.
Okay. I am going to, and I do not know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna use my action to dash. I'm gonna go up to Brew. I am going to touch him, and I am going to try and use that to stick him right down there next to Paddle.
Nice.
Okay, he goes right there.
Nice.
Whoa! Hey!
Welcome to the party, bro.
I'm gonna also kind of call out if I can. Ren, Darius, I can get you too, but I need to touch you. I need to be able to see you, I think, Ren?
Darius.
Okay, so that's 30 feet. Okay, so that's my movement. From here, I'm going to cast. Me right here.
It works. And you appear there.
And then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Did hit him, so that was good.
1 second. I hit the wrong thing.
Cast Toll the Dead, and spell has no effect on him.
His wisdom is only a +1, so wisdom is the right thing to attack, I think.
Look, obviously Roll20 is just giving everyone a lot of crits tonight. We already know this. Go with it.
It's to make up for the for the character sheets being messed up.
It's Muriel's turn. You noisome! Looks like my little plan didn't work as well as what I had thought. And he's gonna start off by looking at Darius. More fresh meat, I see you've rung me! And using his stinger tail on him. And it hits for 6 piercing damage. The poison has no effect. He hisses some more. And he's going
I'm not resistant. Brew calls over. I'm not resistant. Right here.
He's going to slash his longsword at Roland. And Roland, you'll hit for 17 slashing damage. And then he's going to attack Roland again. And he misses you. And then he's actually going to move here. And end his turn. Actually, no, he's not going to do that. He is going to move, provoking from anyone who has their reactions. He's going to run up on the ceiling, run over here, and his turn back on the ceiling 30 feet.
Seb, I have a question about mechanics with Warcaster. If I have Warcaster, can I cast a saving throw spell as cantrip as my
It has
reaction,
to be,
or does it have to be
an attack
an attack?
that targets
Okay,
only one creature.
That's why I asked. So
Alright, Brew, you hit with your shield. Darius, you also hit with your whip, 24.
Nice.
You guys both slash into him. He seems to move through up onto the ceiling and then around here. And that's his turn done. Any bonus action? No, he won't do a bonus action. Yeah, he won't do a bonus action. Yeah, he's gonna do a bonus action. He's gonna do. He's gonna cast a spell now. Expeditious Retreat. So he's gonna take a dash bonus action.
Oh, he's running.
No, well, he did this last time, and with that he can move a long ways.
Brr.
How high is the ceiling in this hallway here?
30 feet.
And then out in the main chamber, also 30?
In the temple, it's 50.
Yeah. Do you guys think we should try to fight him in the tunnel? Try to lure him back?
I don't think that he's going to be lured into anything.
Yeah, well, move 40 feet up there. And... yeah.
You come around the corner, Brew, and you see mural still 30 feet up on the wall in the corner of the room. There's also a corpse on the ground, like 30 feet below him. He has a big smile on his face.
Right. I'm gonna step back over here. I think he's about to bring some friends.
At the end of your turn, Brew, he's going to shoot a ray of frost at you. Points his finger at you and a blue shard of ice. Hits you for 8 cold damage. Hits you in your torso. 18 cold damage, sorry. Hits you in your torso and it begins to freeze your leg, reducing your movement speed by 10 feet for your next turn.
Okay.
Pavel.
I'm gonna look at Brew and yell, Brew, fly or poly.
Maybe some flight?
I'm gonna look and just shake my head like, damn it, alright, and I'll run over there.
I was about to say you do have to touch him for that.
Oh, well, I mean, your call. He'll be able to see you where I'm standing.
Yeah, come over here, damn it. And Pavel, well, I can't do much.
I mean, how tall is a T-Rex? Sorry. Oh.
I don't know, but I'll just prepare an action. If I see him, Seb, I'll just shoot him.
Alright, he's going to shoot another ray of frost at Brew. And you hit for another 11 cold damage. Rolling.
Okay, why did it not move me? That's weird. Yeah, I don't see him still. So I see Brew getting popped with these things. Brew, why don't you get back here? And I'm going to Mantle of Inspiration again. And I think I'm the only one that's actually lost any hit points. So.
Nope.
I have also.
Oh, I'm not. It feels that way anyway. So
Alright,
if you want to
Scamp
move with your
moves.
reactions, you can.
Brew moves.
There you go.
Pavel moves.
So you stop getting popped by those rays of
You,
frost.
Thank you, Roland. He's about 40 feet down that way.
You don't have your
maybe six-
reaction, Darius. The orange dot means that your reaction's been used up.
He's about 60
Got
feet
it.
down.
And I'm going to, as an action, I'm gonna hold a spell. I'm gonna start playing really quickly on the guitar. Like the riffs are like really quick, and it almost seems like fire is playing along my fingertips. And I'm going to hold a firebolt for when I see this guy come back around the corner.
Okay. New trick.
Yep.
Ren.
Do something this turn. I'm going to shoot him with the bow. Let me make sure I don't have to move closer.
Okay, you have advantage.
No, I don't.
That hits him.
Nice. Whew.
Alright, you sink an arrow straight into his spindly body. Psh, green blood spurts out onto the ground. Ah! He roars out in pain and he kind of sways a little bit. And he glares at you, he grabs the arrow and just violently rips it out.
Nice shot, Ren.
Thank you.
Scamp.
I am going to attempt to fairy fire on him.
Nice.
I think he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna counterspell you for that. He doesn't want to be fairy fired.
Don't blame him.
He's like, no, 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 no.
I will totally trade a first level spell slot for a third one. So
Hell yeah.
He seems to know exactly what you're going for with that fairy fire as well. And he just... Katafa! Dismisses it with a rough incantation.
back up.
Darius.
Alright. Come forward to here. Use my action to dash to here. I can't see him. Oh, fuck it, I'll go the extra. Yeah.
You run around the corner and you see him smiling as his scorpion legs are clinging him to the corner of the wall there.
I will. Bonus action. Spiritual weapon. Why is that not working? Wow. Things aren't happening.
That hits him. Alright.
Nice.
The spiritual weapon. It's a... Was it a gauntlet, did you say?
It's basically a big spiked gauntlet. Like it's like 3 feet long, about a foot wide.
I'll have to get you a token for it. It just slams straight into Mural. The spikes pierce his shell. And
Hey Seb, I don't have. I don't know why I wasn't like pulling the spell slots. I don't have any second level spell slots left, so I would have had to cast it up 1 to 3rd.
okay.
So let me throw in another.
It doesn't do any extra damage at 3rd level.
It doesn't get it's every 2 levels for spiritual weapon, I think.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I still hit him quite hard and kind of knock him around a bit. And he shakes his head. He still doesn't really look too hurt yet.
I've got no movement left, so that's it.
He responds to using another legendary action, and he shoots a ray of frost at you at the end of your turn. A big bright blue beam of energy slams into you for 29
no.
damage. A jagged shard of ice pierces into your leg. You look down and you see blood just rush down your armor, and it causes you to kind of stumble. Your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet to the end of his next turn. Now it's his turn. He chuckles. Welcome to my temple. And as he says that, he casts a spell. And all of a sudden, the statue next to you begins to move. And it comes alive. The stony statue animates and turns towards you. And so does the spider brazier. It animates and it starts moving as well.
Is this like a reverse flesh zone?
Animate objects.
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, what is this? It's because I'm used to people only doing the tiny objects.
Alright, the
big ones.
Lol statue steps down off the pedestal in which it was standing, and it takes the scourge, it pulls it back behind its head and attempts to slam into Scam. And it hits. The scourge hits you for 8 slashing damage. A stone whip. And the spider brazier, it is going to move up on you, Darius. Turns towards you, and then there's just a gigantic stone statue, or huge stone statue. It's almost like, it's about 12 feet tall. It just tries to slam into you as well. And, oh, have it on whisper. Let me reroll. It hits, and you hit for 15 bludgeoning damage. The mural's gonna move. You can hear his skiddly legs clawing the way across the wall.
So I can see him now.
Go for it.
Okay. And I release the fire energy. And
Okay.
miss completely. God damn it.
You end up hitting one of the pillars, Roland. You're still getting used to the spell. You haven't quite got it down pat.
Guess so.
Brr.
Is it possible to ready a move action?
Yep, you ready the dash action, so sure.
Alright. Pavel, I've always wanted to fly. We have to kill that caster. So, hit me, buddy. And I'm going to step back to you. And I'm going to ready a dash action to fly as close to Muriel as I can get on my move.
Okay.
Ideally without provoking. Like, try to fly up in the air first.
They can decide where you move when that happens.
Okay.
Pavel. Actually, Muriel's going to shoot a... Let's wait. Let me fix up this lighting, because this light should now be with the spider brazier. So...
Oh, I wouldn't have been able to see him anyway then.
Just as well that you missed. But he can see you, Roland, so he's going to quickly take the spell sniper feat, so his Ray of Frost will reach you. It's going to have to be at Darius. He shoots a Ray of Frost. It's only like 60-foot range. Using a legendary action, of course. And Darius, do you see him? You do not, so it's at advantage. You hit for 9 cold damage.
Even at 20, still technically would have hit me.
You'd have cover. You've got cover there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He hits. Okay, Pavel, you're up.
Let's do this shit, bro. Let's get revenge for Nox. Let's fucking mutilate this goddamn bug.
Alright, when that happens, Brew, you can use your reaction. You'll go 50 because you're Ray of Frost.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll punch him in the arm as I cast it.
And Brew, you take up off the ground and you can fly.
I'm free!
Alright, you fly up, and at what height do you want to be?
Same height that he's at.
Okay, that's 30.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm here and in my turn.
Alright, Mural sees Brew flying towards him, and Mural is going to shoot a Ray of Frost at Brew. And it's a miss. Roland, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna look at my hands. I'm like very upset that the firebolt did so poorly for its first roll. I'm just gonna shrug and take out Old Faithful, aka the wand, fireballs.
Woo!
Now I can see him, but thanks to Brew flying closer. And I do. Oh, that is firebolt. There it is. Use a charge.
Alright, there's an explosion of fire that completely covers Mural. Mural attempts to dive out of the way, but he's too slow and he's consumed by the fire. But when the smoke clears, you see Mural only lightly scathed.
Okay. Alright, don't really have a bonus action that I would want to use at this juncture. I think that I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at. And that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, Mural shoots a Ray of Frost at this undead drow over here.
What?
It hits the Banshee, and all of a sudden their moaning stops, their wailing stops, and they start to scream in anger.
He freaking aggroed a Banshee. That sucks.
And they're all going to roll initiative now because they're angry. Their ritual has been disturbed. I'm just going to quickly just sort them in the turn order and skip back to Ren's turn. They stop their prayers and their ghostly forms begin to stand up. Ren.
How much you want to bet that we'll attack the one who attacked them? I'm going to shoot at the statue.
That's a hit. You try to look for somewhere to sneak attack Ren, but anywhere looks as good as the next place, and you're not actually able to target any weak areas because it's an object, so it can't be sneak attacked. But you do chip off quite a large section of stone from the statue.
Was crap attack damage anyway. Okay.
I am going to. He's very far away. I'm going to attempt to frostbite Muriel. How do you say it?
Okay. He'll make a con save. And he fails, taking 14 cold damage. Ice begins to sheath his arms, so his next weapon attack will be disadvantage.
And then I am going to. We'll do 4 Fey Energy Dice into Darius. That's not how to do that.
You could.
I will take
That's
points
4
of
Fey
risk.
energy dice for everyone.
Nice.
You'll help for 12 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Carry around it.
2/3 of a hit point back.
Hey, look, at this point, I'll take anything. I'm not greedy.
Hell yeah.
This banshee stops her ritual and hovers over to Muriel, taking the dash action, screaming as it flies up towards him. Darius.
What the fuck is that thing doing? This is gonna be stupid, but that's cool. I'm good with that. Let's see. First, let's move my spiritual weapon. Move the spiritual weapon up to the construct as a bonus action.
Okay. Let
And
me
attack.
do that. It falls short 5 feet because it was 30 feet up, right? Actually, no, it just gets into range. So yeah, it's in range.
1 second.
Alright, not sure if the spiritual weapon's going to work on it. Let me check, because it is an object. Oh yeah, it should work. It does not work. The spiritual weapon just goes through it, bounces off of it. Does not damage it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it only
Weird,
targets
but-
creatures. Does not work on objects. So you couldn't use it to.
Isn't a construct
Is it a construct?
technically animate objects creates constructs?
Does it?
Yeah. According to Jeremy Crawford.
Let me check. I thought it was just they're still objects. Oh yeah, actually, well, they are creatures. Doesn't actually say they're constructs though, does it? I don't think it actually... Oh yeah, it does.
Animated
Yeah, it does.
objects.
Okay.
AC hit
Alright. It does work then. Roll
Okay.
damage.
Get more sneak attack on it then?
Sneak attack should work as well. I'll add that damage on.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work on objects usually, but obviously these are constructs. I thought they were still objects.
Construct.
Alright, let me add on the damage. The sneak attack was 11 on the other one. Okay.
So that's the bonus action. My action, though, is going to be... I reach out, pointing the hilt of the whip out at Muriel. Just checking range really quick. Ooh, that's really short. Not close enough. I am going to have to change my tactics. 10 feet. Can I move there, or is that, like, obstructed by the spider?
You can move there.
I'll close enough now. I'll take the attack of opportunity if it wants to hit me.
It does try to slam into. Miss.
Alright. I'm now within 30 feet. I cast Blight at him.
Cast counter spell. And as you try to blight him, he attempts to counterspell you and doesn't realize that it's blight, so he just does that 3rd level. And he makes an intelligence check, DC 14, to attempt to counterspell that spell. And he does. He cuts straight through the magic.
That's fair. Burn those spell slots. All right.
It's his turn. He is going to... Let's see here. Cast a spell magic on Brew. And he does it with a 4th level slot. Brew, you immediately fall 30 feet onto the ground and land prone. Taking... Are you raging?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 5 bludgeoning damage as you fall prone. I forgot to put the rage icon on you for some reason. And Pavel, you feel your spell end. No longer concentrating.
Damn it.
And then Muriel moves back into this corner. The Banshee looks quite angry and tries to reach out and grab him with a corrupting touch. Okay.
Trying to figure out his tactics here. I thought I knew, but
Same.
I gotta fix up this Banshee's attack because it's all broken for some reason. I've got to just take 2 seconds. And that's the compendium. There we go. Okay, it's a corrupting touch. It just reaches out and tries to grab him. And it actually does grab him. And he takes 12 necrotic damage. Alright, Brew, the chill effect still affecting you. Because he hit you with a Ray of Frost last turn. I think, did he? I don't think he did actually. No. Yours has gone away, but Darius
I
is...
thought that was the turn last turn, and you just never like took the...
Well,
the
he's been doing like 2 in between turns. So Darius, you're still frozen up, but Brew, he didn't hit you with one of them. So you're up, Brew.
Okay.
You can use half your movement to stand up.
I'll do that. And I haven't been watching. The objects aren't in the initiative order. They go on his turn. Is that right?
Shit, they're supposed to go now. Bonus action. This one's going to whack Scam. Miss. And this one is going to whack Pavel. Move up.
oh wow.
But they both miss. That's why I skipped, because I knew they were just... They were still deciding whether they were real or not after they heard their god call them objects. They started contemplating their very existence. Yeah, it's a bonus action for Muriel to do that on his turn. They go on his turn. Alright, Bruce, so you've got 20 feet left.
Yeah. Use 10. Huck a adamantine hand axe up at Muriel.
It's a mess.
Yeah. It's a shame you can't get reckless on thrown attacks. And use my next 10 feet to keep chugging towards the big statue there. And now it's bigger than large, I guess, hey? That critter.
That one is huge. 3 by 3.
Right. Well, I'll just smash at it with last word. And I'll swing reckless.
Okay. It's a hit. Alright, you bash into it, breaking off a big chunk of stone. And you wouldn't be able to do that recklessly, Brew, because you're already attacked. Alright.
Oh, thank you.
Muriel uses his 3 legendary actions, repeating strike. He's going to crawl over here, and down as he's doing that. So he's 10 feet off the ground. He's directly above you, Pavel. And he's going to swing at you, Scamp. He has a frostbite, so I think it gives him disadvantage until your next turn, Scamp. When is it?
Disadvantage until
Before the end of its next turn. Alright, well it didn't. He already had his next turn. So this will be a regular attack, and he's going to swing the longsword at you. He hits you for 15 slashing damage, and he's going to use his Stinger Tail on Pavel. And
Wait. Pause. I'm going to use my what is it? Sentinel's Death Store to negate that crit.
all right, you negate it and make it a regular attack. Pavel, you hit for 8 piercing damage. I think that uses your reaction as well, Darius.
It does.
Okay. Does it? Yeah, it does. Okay.
Cool.
Alright, that was his legendary actions done. And now this Banshee moves up. Trilizin. It starts hovering towards Mural. And Trilizin is going to use its horrifying visage so that everyone... Let me just check to see if everyone's in range. All right. So Roland and Ren, ignore what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Everyone that can see the Banshee can make a Wisdom saving throw against being frightened. Oh, guess what? It doesn't affect you guys. It also doesn't affect Mural, so nothing happens. It just takes on this truly horrifying look. Its face is gaunt, it has dark shadows coming from its eyes, and its ribbons of ghostly energy start to expand out from the Banshee. And it's just doing that, and just no one's paying attention to it.
It's pulling a ring, and no one gives a shit.
And Grazthray is going to hover up. And it actually wails. It just screams so very, very loud. A mournful wail. And it only reaches you, Brew. Make a constitution... Oh, and Darius. Both of you need to make a constitution save against her wail. Brew, the wail washes over you and it has no effect on you. And Darius. Well, it does have some effect on you. You'll take some damage. I'll wait for Darius to roll.
Oh.
Darius drops to the ground unconscious and dying.
What?
What?
That's what banshees do, man. That's why
And-
banshees suck.
Whoops, I didn't roll the... Yeah, immediately
This is what.
that wail just cuts you to your soul, Darius, and you collapse. You fall completely to 0 hit points. I'm just rolling this
is why he
again
aggroed.
for the damage, because it doesn't have that. Brew, you make the saving throw and you take 10 psychic damage. Darius, you're reduced to 0 hit points. You guys all see Darius's weapon fall from his hand. His whip lands on the ground next to him, falls onto his knees, and just straight onto his side.
Yep. This is why he aggroed.
Havel.
Inside Pavel's mind, as he's about to shoot Muriel, he notices Darius go down. Flashbacks kick in of Nox going down, and immediately just disregards what's going on with Muriel. He doesn't know Darius that well, but he promised himself he's never going to let anyone else die in front of him again. So, I'm going to cast a Misty Step to get over there.
You teleport over,
And then use
reappear right
and then
next
use
to
my
Darius.
and then use my action to stabilize him with the healer's kit.
Okay. You see, you just get out an Advil, give it to Darius, and he's all better. You're now stable, Darius.
And now, the panic in Pavel's eyes just finally ceases a bit, knowing that, you know, no one's gonna die, so back to battle.
Rolling.
Okay. Yeah. I would rather have Darius in the fight. So I'm gonna get him up with a bonus action. Healing word. It's only gonna be at first level. But just something to get him back in the fight. So I'll do that. And I'm going to kind of move around here, and does this statue look crumbled at all, or anything like that, or?
Yeah, it's reasonably damaged. It's starting to look a bit chipped and whatnot.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna viciously mock Muriel.
He screeches as he takes the psychic damage.
Probably gonna hate me for that even more than he already does. So, all right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Ren.
You're muted there, Bren.
Oh yeah, I had to change. Okay, just a second. I had to reload. My internet died. Is the statue still right? Is Muriel in range of my hand crossbow?
Yes. Muriel's down close to the ground now at the moment.
Is anybody next to him? I don't have the map
Scamp
up yet.
is.
So I would have my sneak attack.
Yes. Scamp is within 5 feet. Nothing showed up.
Okay, why did nothing show up?
Because Roll20's doing an update mid-game, apparently.
Apparently. Why do you hate me, Roll20?
Oh, it hates everybody equally.
I refuse to believe that. It hates me especially.
Wait till you see your roll first before you decide if it hates you or not.
But they might give you a crit to try to make up for it.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, if you want to roll it.
Alright, don't blame me if it rolls bad. Hand crossbow attack?
I will still blame you if it rolls bad.
Okay. Alright, I'm clicking it. I'm not being held accountable for whatever comes up on this die. It's a 12.
Damn it.
It's a miss.
I will go around the corner, out of sight. Hopefully out of mind.
Okay.
Bonus action hide.
Okay. You can remain hidden around the corner. Make a stealth check for you. You get 30 on the stealth check. He does see you go around the corner quite clearly.
Oh, yeah, well. Hopefully he'll think I'm not worth it. That's it.
Alright, Scamp.
I am going to we're gonna everything's a bonus action. I have too many bonus actions, which is not a typical complaint. I'm gonna throw some Fey energy at Darius. I was trying to debate between teleporting over there and then like cure wounds, but I don't want to get within Banshee whale range.
Oh, don't worry, they'll move up next turn.
We'll do 6 this time. Heal for 25 plus 6 temporary hit points.
Sick.
That's pretty good for a bonus action.
I will take that. Damn.
It's really good,
And
actually.
I am going to. We're going to attempt to cast a dispel magic on Mr. Mural. I'm just gonna go at 3rd level because I don't think Scamp would know that was a 6th level spell.
You casting on him?
We'll do it on. Sorry. I mean, I did say him technically, but I meant to dispel the construct that was right next to me. Was actually the aim.
This guy?
Yeah, that one.
The little statue becomes inanimate as you dispel the magic, animating it.
I didn't have to.
Oh yeah, you have to roll. It's 5th level. Yeah, it works. It's inanimate. Becomes a piece of the furniture.
Still winning. It's okay.
Alright, Charanidia, the Banshee, is going to move up and scream. It lets out its wail. Pavel. Scamp. Luckily, not you, Roland. Pavel and Scamp, I need each of you to make a Constitution save. And, oh, actually, you don't get immune to this. So that includes Darius and Brew as well. Everything within 30 feet.
Bye.
Okay, Pavel, Darius, and Brew, you each take 6 points of psychic damage. Scamp, you're reduced to 0 hit points. And Mural.
That was my fairy fire that didn't.
Mural is going to use a legendary resistance to succeed that saving throw. That's the Banshee's turn done. You guys see, just feel this shrinking shockwave wash all over you. It's a ghostly howl that chills you to your bone. And you guys see Scamp just sort of tilt her head side to side, and then all 7 feet of Scamp collapse onto the ground. At first you think Scamp just knocked something over, but then you realize it's more serious than that.
I like to think she knocks over the statue next to her on the way down.
She knocks the statue over and breaks it into pieces.
Hey Seb, I'm gonna assume my spiritual weapon, which is still on the board, is not there anymore.
It is. It's not concentration.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can use half your movement to stand up.
Maybe a second. First, bonus action to move this to Nya. And... Ooh, that's gonna miss. Fuck.
Yeah, that is a miss.
Oh, wait. Does he have advantage, disadvantage?
You don't have any advantage, no. He has
I thought he had
disadvantage for
Suspiciously
Oh, okay.
yeah.
No, that's fair.
Roland's
Um,
being mean to him, as usual.
I missed. Oh, well. But, seeing the Banshees and knowing that they are not welcome, I am going to use a Channel Divinity Turn Undead on them.
Nice.
Okay. Wisdom
I believe
saves.
they need wisdom save against it's a DC 17.
All three banshees become turned, and they will use their action and movement to get as far away from you as possible. Immediately, they scream out in anguish once more, and
Yay.
they start to move away from you as quickly as they can on their turns.
Tell you what, banshees are nasty pieces of work.
Trust me, I wish I could just destroy them as undead, but I know that they're like CR levels too high. So that's action, bonus action, half my movement speed to stand up, and you know what? Fuck it. I will run past this banshee. It's 10, stand right behind Pavel.
Okay.
Make it go the other way.
Mural is going to use his bonus action to have the construct slam at Pavel. Huge spider statue tries to slam into you. It hits for 16 bludgeoning damage. Giant
16
stone construct just hammers straight into you. Then Mural is going to move around here next to Roland
Stop it.
on the
I
ground.
don't like you.
Real quick, that's 10 feet from me. My threat range is 10 feet with my whip. Is that an opportunity attack or not?
Yeah, you can opportunity attack him.
Nice.
Yeah, Roland's out of my shield range anyways for the...
Crit.
That hits. Alright, you whack him with the whip. He just kind of shrugs it off. He's actually starting to look a little bit injured now. And a little bit tired in his movements. He comes up behind Roland, hovers down over him. And he is going to attack with his longsword.
Do something evil.
Yeah, cut me to pieces.
He hits you for 22 slashing damage.
Holy shit!
He swings again and hits you for another 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And he comes in with his killer sting. Also, Brew, your hero's feast has been dispelled, by the way. So I just keep that in mind. Your hit points have returned back to normal. Technically, you could have actually been frightened as well. Alright, and then you're hit for 7 piercing damage, and he notices again that his poison doesn't affect you.
Yeah, that would put me down.
What magic have you cast to prepare for me? Perhaps I'll fix that soon. And
Please don't.
he's going to move 10 feet up on the wall. But you're still within 5 feet of him, Roland.
Okay.
I think you said that for my benefit.
He wants to stay within 5 feet of Roland. He doesn't notice you there, and
He really hates Roland.
okay, Brew.
What did you do to piss him off so much last time?
Made them waste legendary saves.
Is there any way, like even using sort of climbing the wall and whatever, that 40 feet of movement could get me beside Scamp? Like,
No.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It would be a dash, and you'd have to try and scale this wall, which is incredibly difficult.
Is this a huge creature?
It is.
You can move through huge creatures, Brew.
Oh yeah,
Two
you
sizes
could do
larger,
that.
right?
Yeah, you actually can.
Still difficult to
Yeah,
rank.
you can get there actually by doing that. It can't block you. It's too big to block you.
so I think that would be 30 feet getting there, using 2 squares to go through or under. I'll get over here. I will use an action to administer a potion of healing to Scamp.
No.
Oh dear.
I guess some of it got in your mouth. I think I tried to pour it up your nose, maybe. And with my other 10 feet of movement. Now, with that square, that statue is like.
Yeah, the statue is in that area, so it's blocking your path. It's a large object.
I just kind of has to look there a little bit.
Mural's going to use 3 legendary actions, and he's going to do repeating strike. He's going to use his longsword on you, Roland. And he hits you for 15 slashing damage. He's going to use his stinger tail on you. And the stinger hits you for 7 piercing damage.
God damn it, I hate this guy.
He then moves, climbing up to the very top of the ceiling, back in the temple. 3 legendary actions. The Banshee is just going to move away, and it hits the wall, and it dashes to get there. This one also hits the wall, dashes to get there, and just is stopped by the wall. It's as far away as it can really get. I guess it can go up more, actually, away from Darius. We'll do that. Pavel, you're up.
Okay. By the way, this creature here probably has its reaction, or has had its reaction.
Yeah. Let me adjust the light a little bit too.
So if it hits me, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it probably should have attacked Brew. Anyway, it will attack you, Pavel, and it misses you.
Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna look at the Scamp with. It's because.
What?
Hold up, sorry.
You're breaking up, Pavel.
No, I was just busy doing something. Okay.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I guess I wasn't clicking the button. Real quick, I'm gonna still have just a little bit from Tiralai, and on Scamp, I'm gonna cast Fly.
Okay.
My last one I could probably do. And I'm gonna look at her with the most serious face Pavel's ever had, and just tell her, run and heal. And yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright, use another 2 charges of Tiralai.
My last 2 charges.
Fly goes on.
And yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Roll and make a death saving throw. That is a success. Over to Ren. Ren?
Aaron.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
It's your turn.
I'm a bonus action dash. I am going to use my action to go invisible,
Okay.
since he's never within 5 feet of anybody.
Alright, you can, if you're going invisible, you can stay hidden then, Ren.
And I'm going to finish my bonus action dash over here. That way I can get my sneak attack next time.
I mean, he likes being within 5 feet of Roland whenever he has any hit points, but other than that,
Yeah, well, you know, you go down too easily.
Scamp.
And not in the good way.
jeez.
I am going to. We'll see if he dispels it. I'm going to attempt to. Range is 60 feet. I want to make sure I'm getting everybody. I'm going to attempt to mass cure wounds.
He will cast counter spell.
It is a 5th level spell.
Okay. He doesn't do it with the 5th level slot. So he'll make an intelligence check.
He's got to be like.
And it fails. He fails to counter spell you.
Running low.
I don't think he's got any 3rd or 4th level left, from what I remember. I don't think he'll have any 5th level either. Well, I don't know. He may. I don't know what level of spellcaster he is, but I know he's used 2.
Alright, mass cure wounds. So, yeah, it doesn't require sight, it's just everything in that area. It's like a anti-fireball.
Great gif. Great gif. I approve.
So, 6 creatures. I'm presuming that will be everyone.
Yeah, on my allies
Okay.
and myself.
19 healing for all. Big wave of
Yay.
healing energy
Thank you.
just washes out from Scamp as the light passes over you. You feel a lot better. Small scratches completely go away, and more serious wounds begin to heal.
And then I am going to fly away.
Scamp is a butterfly. You want to be up at all, Scamp? In elevation?
Probably not in case he dispels me. I don't want to fall.
Okay.
So I'll stay
He's doing
low to the ground.
5-foot hover.
Yep.
That's my hidey spot. Did you learn from me?
Yes. I imagine with the fly spell, she has like tiny little wings or something flapping around. She can become like a cherub.
The other Banshee is turned, so it just very, very quickly whooshes away from you, Darius, disappearing into the darkness. And, Darius, you're up.
Okay. Darius is going to take a step to here. So these are technically constructs. We've established that, right?
Yes, they are constructs.
Cool. So action. I'm going to vampiric touch this one. That. Okay, I think all the spell macros are broken.
It's probably something to do with the character sheet.
So it's a D20 plus my wisdom modifier plus proficiency bonus. So this plus 4. So 16.
It's not working from your attack thingy, or not working from the spell card thingy.
I tried it from the spell card thingy. Did not try it. Let's see.
Try it from the attacks and spell casting.
Oh, that's worse. Damn it.
Well, either way. Alright, so when you cast the spell, you actually cast it on your hand. And your hand glows red with little tendrils, wispy, bloody looking tendrils of energy come off your hand, and then you try to smack the spider brazier, but you get a... Wait, what was that first roll, a wisdom for? Was that your attack?
I just rolled a straight up wisdom D20, so it's plus 5. That adds my modifier, and now it's just like plus 4, so it'd be 16.
Okay, that hits. And this works on constructs, right? Yeah.
Anything that technically has hit points.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't exclude constructs. All right, so yeah, you just siphon some healing from it. You get back half of what you deal, and the statue begins to crumble apart some more.
And bonus action, the spiritual weapon. Oh
Wow!
Wickedness.
The spiritual weapon
guys,
gets jealous of your other gauntlet.
These are all the crits that we had are now like coming back to us. Thanks.
Damn.
I will spend my movement to go ahead and do that's now 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm still technically within its threat range. No. So
It's Muriel's turn. And first of all, he'll use his bonus action to have the spider brazier slam into you, Darius.
that's fine.
26 is a hit for 24 bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
That one is huge.
And Muriel is going to... Where are you? I know you're here. She's going to cast a spell. There you are.
Damn it.
Cast the invisibility on himself. So now he can see you, Ren. And he smiles. Ah, I've been waiting for you, yes. And he's going to move up into this corner. And he'll end his turn there.
You've been waiting for me. You've never seen me before.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. Pardon.
He says, "Oh, I've seen you, yes, and I've got something special for you."
I'll step down here and swing recklessly with a war pick at this big.
It hits. Alright, you slam into it, chipping off a large hunk of stone. And you hit again, breaking off multiple spider legs. The brazier is close to being completely destroyed. Another good whack and it'll probably crumble apart.
It was 20 feet to get there, so I think I'll just stay right there.
These banshees are just getting further away from Darius. I'm just going to take them out now because they're just dodging in the corner. And yeah, just we won't count them in initiative. But Muriel does have one legendary action that he's got. For Ren, it's a Ray of Frost. And you're hit for 11 cold damage.
I'm going to uncanny dodge that.
Alright, you reduce it down to 5. And your movement speed is also reduced by 10 feet. Pavel.
Pavel's gonna take out his gun and go hunting. He's gonna line up the sights. I'm hunting rabbits. Or hunting Muriel, really. Yeah, I might as well just go all out. And these shots are gonna be sharpshooter. And, well, some of them at least. Let's see how it goes. And I'm gonna let loose on Muriel. And as you're seeing him throw a ray of frost at my friend, only angers me more. Damn.
That's a pretty bad miss. The bullet just hits the wall.
No more sharpshooter because I don't have an advantage. So, normal attack.
He upcast shield to
Good.
block that attack.
Third one.
And 20 is a miss, bouncing off his shield.
Fourth one.
That hits. Using a bonus action, you manage to break through Muriel's shield. You see the shield go down and the bullet clips him.
I'm wasting your spell slots, Muriel, and I still got mine all left.
Roll in.
Alright, I will stand up. Because I would have been on the ground. 5, 10. I am going to play a ditty on the guitar and try to hypnotize him.
Alright, you throw a hypnotic pattern up in his corner. And suddenly his head starts to swirl around. He makes a wisdom saving throw. And he will burn a legendary resistance.
No, he's out.
Is he?
That's 3. He's already used 3.
Thought you
Has
used
he?
2.
He only used 2.
Yeah.
No, he used. Wait, no. He used 2 in the very beginning of the fight.
Have you been keeping track the entire fight, Darius? Because I have, and this is his third one.
He's only used
He automatically succeeds.
He only used
Yeah.
2. So far.
Yeah.
And how do you know that he only has 3? He could have 4, could have 5.
Well,
Maybe he's got 5. Some creatures have 5.
That's fair.
really?
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Still so much to learn in D&D.
I don't.
Maybe he has unlimited.
Unlimited.
Okay.
Wow.
Now you're scaring me, Seb. Okay, 5 is already a little too scary for me, but like infinity, that's
I am going to. I'm gonna do a bonus action power chord. Everybody but Dagger, because I can't see her.
Now you guys know what to do. You can move if you want, do a bit of a shuffle.
I get my flight movement speed.
Yep, you've
Yeah,
got
right.
60.
Oh, I don't want to go there. I forgot that was a construct.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's like picking Darius up and just like smashing him against the wall. Probably don't want to go there. That's what you see when you round the corner.
I'll step back. With the last 5 feet of my own movement. All right. I see that turn as a complete win. All right.
He's going to shoot another ray of frost at Ren. Legendary action, and that misses you, Ren. Your turn.
I am going to hand crossbow the spider.
Direct hit. And the bolt smashes through the spider and completely destroys it. Just becomes a big pile of rubble on the
Yes.
ground.
Yes.
And the brazier is still actually glowing in that spot. And all that area will be difficult terrain.
And that is the end of my action.
He hisses at you, "Get back here!" and shoots a ray of frost at Brew. And it's a crit.
Wait. Let me. How close is Brew? Brew is too far. Never mind.
A giant shard of ice pierces you into your leg for 31 cold damage. Reduces your movement speed by 10 feet to the end of Mural's next turn. Scamp.
I am going to. No, that's the wrong cursor. I am going to kind of fly over here to get a good line of sight, and then I'm going to try and fairy fire him again.
What color do you want to highlight him, Scamp?
He's going to be green.
Alright, he's glowing green, and for the first time, you see Mural's expression change from one that looks quite calm and smug to one that looks kind of furious now. Ha! Ha! How dare you!
Oh, he's gonna be going after you. Be careful.
I'm running back away. I don't know if that's far enough with his all legendary actions and crap, but eh. Oh no, never mind. That's it.
Darius.
Okay. Think with. I'm going to step up just to here. Use my bonus action to move spiritual weapon to 20 feet to there, which is nothing, but whatever. Just moving along. And I'm going to Yeah, I'm going to blight at 5th level.
Okay. Alright, a virulent black beam bursts out from your whip. And there is this black fog trailing off the beam. Little ink-like splodges also leaving the beam as it splashes into Muriel. He makes a con save. And he resists. You can see his shell start to become cracked and brittle. And a bit of blood and blisters start to appear over his skin as he begins to look a little bit deathly now. And he's looking kind of tired. He's breathing heavily and he looks furious. I'll deal with you in a moment! And he very, very quickly runs along the ceiling. He maintains his height of 50 feet. He comes around the corner and he looks down at Ren.
I'm going, if he's attacking, I'm going to do my unsettling visage.
Ooh.
Give him disadvantage.
He's not actually planning to attack,
Okay.
per se. And he says something to you, Ren. My old master Alistair told me that you've lost a loved one, little girl. Oh, boo, so sad. We've all lost loved ones at some stage or another. It amused me and brought me great joy to learn that I had killed the one that you love. Foolish little cow. Time for you to join him! And he points his finger at you. And a beam of negative energy immediately begins coursing through your system, Ren. Make a Constitution saving throw. He casts Finger of Death at you.
I want to hear my inspiration.
Oh!
Oh,
Yes.
shit!
Good roll.
Alright, you resist the Finger of Death. And you take 31 necrotic damage.
Way to go!
If he had done that at me,
Yes.
I would have been a zombie, guys.
Oh god.
Me too.
Oh god.
You frustrating little fools! Expending all my magic! I'll just have to rip you apart, limb from limb, using my bare hands!
Please don't.
And
Sounds very painful.
that's the end of his
Bring it
turn.
on.
And the green glow that surrounds him just makes him even more terrifying. Brew, you're up.
I was expecting to fail that.
So he stayed up at the height. He didn't come down, correct?
Yep, he's up. Well, actually, he would have had to come down to 30 feet. Because it angles down in this foyer.
Okay.
But yeah, that's got a 60-foot range, so he had no reason to come closer.
Come down here and chuck another hand axe.
That hits him.
Nice.
Actually, it's 20 feet range with a hand axe. Alright, it's just in range. The hand axe sticks into him, and he doesn't shield it, and he's looking a bit more hurt now. The hand axe is still sticking out of him. This vile-looking olive-colored blood is just dripping down from the multiple wounds that he's endured.
I think I have 20 feet of movement left, so can I move in the space under him, and start climbing up the wall towards him?
Yep, so it'll be 5 feet to move over, and then you could climb up 5 feet. You can make an athletics check. It's going to be probably one of the toughest climbs that you've ever seen, and 14 is just not enough. You'll be pretty much like using your fingertips and the tips of your toes to try and climb in the tiniest little gaps in the walls.
Right. Okay.
Muriel used a legendary action and he's going to do repeating strikes. He's going to crawl straight down next to Ren, using all of his actions, and he starts hacking into her. Makes a longsword attack, and he misses. He makes a stinger tail attack, and Ren, you tumble out of the way of it. You jump back and back as his stinger tail and his sword slam into the ground, and he's now on the ground next to you. Havel.
Howell's gonna look at Roland, seeing that he's injured, and just. Like,
I've made a friend.
that's not a friend you want.
Havel.
Yeah. I'm not gonna heal him. I'm just wanting to tell him something. Just tell him like, hey man, like, you know, you see him stone faced, crazy eyed. He's like, he's gonna grab you and tell you, get out of here, heal yourself. Take out his gun. Actually, no, not even take out his gun. Yeah, move right there. And then, with my pistol out, with advantage from Fairy Fire, which is awesome, because I can see him better. And I'm gonna shoot him with Sharpshooter. So hopefully this one's better. Ooh.
A 19, he will shield. Upcast shield again. The bullet bounces off.
Do it, buddy, do it. Nah. Not seeing how much shield is done before. This shot is not gonna be Sharpshooter.
Smirks at you. I've got plenty more magic where that came from. You'll never touch me, you fool.
We'll see about that, you ugly son of a... No, I didn't say anything too much. You brother. Oh!
As he says that, you just aim straight for the head, and it clips his skull, ripping off a big chunk of this scorpion shell, exploding like this decrepit-looking brain underneath. And he tries to like touch his head and screams when he feels his raw brain. You hit him again, this time sinking a bullet into his torso, and more scorpion blood sprays out all over the floor.
Bonus action.
And that bullet is going to ricochet off his shield. Roland.
Roland is going to start playing on his guitar, and it's going to be, and you see his horns grow a little longer and more.
Elves have horns.
Tieflings do. And then, like, kind of like the ghost, of a tail, and his skin grows just a shade paler. His eyes glow. Bonus action, Mantle of Majesty. And I will to bonus action cast command.
He screams at you. You'll make a fine corpse. And you command him to grovel. And he makes a wisdom saving throw. And on his turn, he will fall prone and end his turn. You can see him start to try to resist as he's being driven down to his knees, or if you can call them knees.
All right. And then I probably should have used this a while ago, but I want to use it now. I'm going to 10. Okay, I'll still be able to back up. I'm going to step up to him. This one is for Nox. And I'm going to, the same way I did the firebolt, I'll play on the guitar, but instead of fire, you see electricity start to play along Roland's fingers. And then he reaches out his hand and casts Shocking Grasp.
Hell yeah!
Whoa!
That's a hit. Your hand passes through the shield and you grab onto one of his legs, and the leg explodes and fire shoots up his side as he gets shocked, and he starts coughing and spluttering.
Rin, I believe the honors are yours. And I'm going to back up.
Hopefully.
Ren.
Get him.
No!
Ren, as you swing, he just smirks and he swings that longsword up and carries you off and then taunts you some more. You're pathetic! What do you think you can do here? You couldn't even save him. And now you'll die the same way he did.
Actually, no. Stay right there.
Shut your fucking mouth, you monster.
Scamp.
So Scamp kind of like seeing him taunt Ren and knowing this is who killed Nox is going to fly up directly to Muriel, and her arm is gonna like turn black. You guys have never seen her use this type of magic before because it's not a spell I would typically prepare. But she's just gonna like shove her hand in his face and cast Blight at 6th level on him.
Right.
Nice.
And scream, shut up.
Inky black beams hit him, and you start to see his shell peel away. He makes a Constitution save.
Holy shit!
Great damage.
And he
Oh
fails,
my god!
taking 50 points of necrotic damage. All of a sudden, his voice begins to turn quite sort of squeamish. And you see his giant scorpion tail peel away. All of the shell off of his form becomes so brittle and soft that it just becomes bubbling flesh. And a couple of his legs fall off, and his face looks truly malformed now. And he just screams with his supernatural roar, which makes him look even more terrifying with the green glow as well. And he's still standing.
Oh my
Well,
god.
fuck.
So close.
But he looks like truly ghastly.
So
He looks almost like
I'm
one of
gonna
his
look
own
over.
undead creations.
she'll look over to Ren and she'll like kill the fucking bastard. And then I'm gonna hidden step and move the
Trying. She doesn't say that. That's me. I'm trying.
Alright, Scamp teleports away. And it is quite terrifying because even after that he's still alive and just looks like a mutant of some description.
I did use hidden step, not the teleportation one, just as a note.
Oh yes, invisible. Okay. Invisible. Sorry. Wow. Yeah, so he looks like he's close to death. He's really horrifying in his appearance.
Alright, Darius.
Is that the end of your turn, Scam?
Yeah, sorry, did I not hit the button? There we go.
Darius.
Seeing the horrifying thing in front of him now, as the flesh is rotting off of him, he quickly wraps up the whip, takes the hilt of it, bangs it against the shield, and just calls out, "Helm says to go."
Alright, you were told the dead. And he makes a wisdom save. And all of a sudden, he starts to scream. And what remaining flesh he has that hadn't already been necroticized by Scamp just melts away. And his eyeballs start to bulge. His face opens in a wide scream. And his body starts wildly jittering. Ah! He screams. And then all of a sudden, he just sort of melts. And you see all of his skin shrivel up. And he collapses onto the ground, looking even more dead than one of his undead creations.
Nice. That felt good.
That was very
Right on.
cathartic.
Yeah,
I am.
you got the killing blow.
It is cathartic. Yeah.
Just as well, because
I
he
mean, I feel
had
like
one more spell
weapon-
slot left, and
I got to kill him.
he was going to polymorph himself into a T-Rex. So good job, you took him out then.
Well, he would have had to wait a turn because of the grovel, but other than that.
Oh yeah, he was done. He was done.
I was hoping the fairy fire would help Dagger get the kill shot, but
Yeah, me too.
I think
I
even
wanted to
if
grab him.
I think even if I had hit, I wouldn't have killed him.
Dagger's spirit
'Cause
was
I would-
in Darius's spell.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have been able to do more damage than you did with the blight.
Do we need to worry about the banshees?
Yeah, I'll turn to Darius.
Yes, we do need to probably worry about the banshees. They are going to come back.
How long does whatever you've done last?
Minutes.
Can we take them out one by one?
Possibly.
Or if we attack one, will it break them all?
I step here just to like kind of create like a first wave moment.
Alright, we're going to take a 10-minute break now. I'll see you guys soon, and I'll give you the experience from Mira when we get back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right on, you guys.
Okay,
Tough fight.
so I'm actually doing really well on spell slots. In that fight, I think I used 2 first levels, a second level, and a third level. I still have all my 4th level slots. I didn't have any 5th level spots coming in. I still have my 6th. Not bad.
Not bad. No, that's good. I'm down to only first level, personally.
Same.
Yeah, but you have martial abilities and stuff to go along with it.
Oh no! I'm not complaining. I'm saying more of for healing and whatnot. As an aside, everyone needs to remember characters at 0 hit on 0. I do awesome healing too.
Oh yeah, he's a grave cleric.
Don't rush to just revive everyone on the spot.
Let me tell you something. RP wise, I said Pavel isn't gonna let anyone die. I meant that, and this is the moment.
You know what? And for Pavel, that makes sense. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, hey, keep it in the back of your mind, and like further on, like after all the hullabaloo of this encounter, because this is a pretty big thing. Darius would probably tell everyone that, hey, he's pretty good at keeping people, like getting people up in combat, and why.
I did forget about that. I apologize.
No, it's fine. There was like 2 moments I was just like, oh no, this will be fine. I'll just do a quick like mass cure wounds or something, get everyone, but that person will get like a bonus like extra, just like straight up massive healing, and it was just like, oh okay, never mind.
I am so used to being the only healer. I forgot.
No, like I've never. This is my first time ever playing a grave cleric, but already the critting, the reducing a crit, worth it. Done.
Yeah, that's a pretty awesome ability.
And I can do that I can do that up to 5 times per long rest. So
It was kind of funny in our Tomb of Annihilation campaign before she died. I was about to say my fiance, but I guess I get to call him husband now. He and I made characters that like knew each other. He wanted to make kind of like a really sadistic, kind of like sociopath character that was a grave cleric. And so my character was just like super dumb and friendly and kind of twisted because she was a Way of the Long Death monk. And at one point she was injured and she was pretty low on life, so she just slit her throat so he could heal her.
Whoa.
That's
I mean, there's a level of like trust in RP that you have there that I guess could only come from like married couples. But at the same time, if I pulled that same stuff with my own wife, she would be like, I'm gonna let him die because he's an idiot.
Well, he used the character, like, he was entirely using her for his own personal gain, basically. It was she thought that they were friends. They weren't actually friends.
They weren't friends.
Ooh.
I mean, it happens, right?
I'm glad I got to get at least one shocking grasp off on Muriel.
I wish I could.
It was good.
wish
I am
got
happy I
this
got to
more.
blight his face too.
That was really nice.
I've had access to blight forever, but Scamp's never like prepared it because I figured it was like a darker spell, and she tends to do like the lighter healy side of the druid magic. But then finding out like Nox died, I picked that up as my new spell I got for the level.
That was sick. I
It
liked
really was.
too because it was so like you're such a life druid, and then it's like, well, guess what? Life can do this too. Like it's so the anti-scamp. Like that. Well, not really. Like it's just the side of scamp that Brew hasn't seen before. Yeah.
It is typically very anti-scamp. I think that would be a correct statement. Which is why I've never prepared it before, but I'm trying to play her a little bit differently now that we've actually had a party death. Not in like a metagaming way, in a character development type of way.
So, help me out, guys. Seb's asked me to turn off something, and I can't find it in the Discord.
What are you trying to do?
He's told me to go. Oh, no shit.
What?
Still don't know what you're trying to do.
He's
Yeah, I know,
told him
right?
to turn off shitting. I personally wouldn't want to hear you shit in Discord either.
Oh.
So he's told me to go to my notifications and user settings. Every time I go into my settings in the keybound, like down at user settings, I don't see app settings.
What does he want you to do?
Apparently, when I turn on my push to talk, it like creates a really bad reverb.
Oh.
So I'm just trying to fix it.
Is he trying to get you to turn echo cancellation off? Or on?
I don't know.
Where is your where is your sound coming in? Like what's your input device? Not input, output. Sorry, output.
Right now it's just my laptop speakers.
Yeah, so I don't know if you have, I don't know what kind of mic setup you have, but that's what it is. It's your mic is picking up from the laptop.
So if I put in headphones, it'll probably like go away.
More than likely. You could also check on the input sensitivity. You can just kind of turn it down to where it only picks up your voice, maybe. And usually stuff like echo cancellation and stuff is already like on by default, but you could check. And that's all under voice and video.
Well, I'm in video right now. Probably the voice and video section. But I was like looking for like the more sensitive stuff. But yeah, I'll just throw in headphones. It's not like a huge issue.
Yeah, I think that's the issue.
Is it Discord is coming through your laptop? Are you also talking through your laptop?
I think you went to go. Oh, okay, you're doing both.
Because there is in voice and video an option that allows you to lower the volume of other applications by a percentage when you speak. That's off by default. You could theoretically lower the volume of everything when you speak, and technically there shouldn't be another voice coming through, hopefully. I guess it's other applications, not Discord. Never mind.
Well, I just put headphones in, so we'll see if that takes care of it.
Yeah, I've never really ran into that because I have Astros, so I just have everything coming into them.
Alright, we're back. So, previously, with your encounter with Mural, you received half the experience points for fighting him. This time around, you get the full amount, which is 1900. Plus an extra 100, because it was a particularly tough fight. 2000 experience points in total.
Nice.
Alright, so as you guys see Mural fall, there is a bit of poetry as Darius is the one who gets the final blow, and I guess Darius is embodied with Nox's spirit. You guys then look towards the far end of the narthex of the temple. Sorry, the nave. And you wait for the banshees to return, but they don't.
Oh, well, it's convenient.
I wonder where they went.
Seb?
Well, to be fair, they could have kept running until they could not run anymore.
Does
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I just wanted to say real quick, can I take his head as well as his tail?
Sure. The head pretty much looks like a drow head, except it's like badly rotten now, so just call it like a rotten drow head. It looks like it's been rotting for weeks with all the necrotic damage that's been dealt to him. And as for his tail, it's quite large. Quite large indeed. It's also kind of rotten. It weighs 10 pounds. It's Mural's stinger.
Did you want to try and harvest any poison from it, Ren?
I can. Okay, yeah, my max. I can try.
Alright. To extract poison, I think it takes like a short rest. Yeah, I'll double check that. Well, you can do that like during a short rest.
Does his longsword look special in any way?
It's big. It's about twice as big, 3 times as big almost as a regular longsword, but it doesn't really look magical.
It's just a regular greatsword.
Yeah, it's made of steel.
Any items on him other than the longsword?
He just has a decrepit-looking, a very, very old-looking pouch, which he was using as an arcane, well, for the arcane components, spell component pouch. They're worth 25 GP. Other than that, I mean, he wasn't wearing any clothes. Just, technically he's naked. It's kind of gross.
All his bits hanging out.
Do arachnids have bits?
None that we would see.
Alright, moving further into the temple, bro, you see the three banshees, and the three are silently whispering and praying before this spider altar.
I will step away as quietly as I can.
They don't seem to react to your presence in any way. They maintain their silent prayers as they kneel before this statue of Lolth.
I'll whisper, let's not push our luck here.
I'm gonna go ahead and go up to Roland and cure wounds at, we'll do a 4th level.
Are we taking a short rest so I can try to harvest?
You can. I was gonna say I'm gonna try. I will save my masculine word. And if we're gonna take a short rest. But...
I suppose that we can try. I think there might be some more undead things around, but...
Sorry, it's not a short rest. 1d6 minutes.
Ah.
So it's a lot quicker.
Okay, I only need.
But I would also probably think that you guys would want a short rest as well, because that was a tough fight.
Yeah.
Don't tell us how to live, Seb. Don't tell us how to live.
I was not attacked.
Well, yeah, I very much am telling you how to live and not die. Alright, Ren, make a nature check to harvest the poison.
Can I do poisoner's kit instead?
Yep. You can make an
Okay,
intelligence
good.
check with your poisonous kit. You don't do too good there, Ren.
I don't.
And you end up poisoning yourself.
He's immune.
Yep.
You like... You get frustrated trying to extract the poison, so you end up just trying to like suck the poison out of the stinger tail.
I'm not that stupid, Seb.
Well, you got a 14, so you didn't extract it very well. Or you end up splashing the poison on yourself. And
Yeah, I didn't do it well. I didn't do it stupidly.
Yeah, you end up it's an injury poison, so a little bit splashes on a scratch or something gets into your system. It doesn't bother you, but you've also failed and wasted the whatever poison was in the tail.
Oh, wow.
I tell everyone to come close for a second. Since we're not taking a short rest. Are we taking a short rest?
I mean, we still can. I don't see the reason why not. I don't think those banshees will bother us, and as long as there's no more undead in the vicinity, I think that we should be okay. He was the biggest and baddest thing around here.
Then I say we take a knee, as it were.
All right.
Just to get back something.
Okay,
Did we want
just
to maybe like move into a corner?
in this area, or
mean, like
We
maybe
can move
like,
up in the corner up
or
here.
something.
Okay, as you guys move up to this corner, you actually see a corpse over here.
Should we have a look?
Ooh, what is it? What is the corpse of?
It's a humanoid. And it's got some leather armor on. It's got a short sword in its hand. And he's kind of face down, pointed his one of his arms is kind of reached out towards the wall, like he was trying to claw at the wall. And can't really make out features because he's face down.
You think he's trying to open the wall or something?
That I'm looking to try and see if he's clawing at something specific at the wall.
There doesn't look to be anything special about the wall.
Roll him over, Darius. Let's see who this man is, or this person.
I rolled the body over.
Alright, it reveals a horrific scene. A humanoid with shriveled flesh, with a horrible scowl burnt onto their face, and actually has some horns jutting out of its head. The horns are cracked, and it looks like an adventurer, wearing leather armor, clutching a short sword, and kind of looks a little bit like Roland, in the way that Roland has horns. Yeah, I said it. I admit it. He's a tiefling.
I was fully expecting you to describe an elf.
For killing Muriel, you're now recognized as a tiefling in my eyes, Roland.
Ah.
Yeah, he doesn't have any backpack on him. And probably necrotic energy. Kind of almost looks a bit like the way Muriel died.
Could I make a medicine check to see when he died or how old the body is?
Could I assist him with that?
Yeah. Go for it. Make a medicine check with advantage, Darius. As you guys put your heads
Like,
together.
Walk around the body like house style, and you like talk out loud.
So, you guys deduct that this guy has died within the last 10 days. And necrotic energy has caused his flesh to shrivel. Probably one of those fingers of death, or maybe some other spell, maybe even a blight had killed him.
It was lupus.
Anything special about the sword or the armor?
No, in fact, you're surprised that someone would be this deep in Undermountain just with a short sword and leather armor. They look like some sort of novice adventurer by the way they're dressed and what they carry.
Maybe they accidentally used that gate that leads to level 1.
I think
I hate to admit it, but I believe this would quantify unlucky.
Oh. I mean, luck is an actual thing. So.
Does the leather armor or sword look special?
No.
Or just normal?
Looks
or did I
actually
miss
really
saying
shit.
that?
Looks like
Okay.
the exact opposite of special.
Unlucky bastard.
I'll check his pockets for any sort of like papers or unique things. Or
See if you have
His
any
pockets have
left.
actually been turned out already.
huh. Somebody's pilfered this corpse.
Muriel, maybe?
Well,
Interesting. What? Take another look later.
Okay, everyone take a short rest. You can just hear these vague incoherent whispers coming from the altar during your rest, and that's the only sound that you hear.
And just remember, Song of Rest. You get to roll an extra D8 if you use hit die.
And remember, Hero's Feast. Those hit points can be healed.
Yep. Roland plays a soft tune.
Why is mine a D4?
Oh, you gotta change it.
Yeah, next to the hit.
Apparently it's been fixed in the latest update. What a surprise it hasn't.
Is your Song of Rest a D6?
It's a D8.
D8. Okay.
Alright, Scamp also enshrouds you with darkness. Make you guys hidden as you rest. All is well. No disturbances. You catch a couple more of those pulpits, but they're actually very disembodied, and you can't actually really make out particulars of what they're saying, but apparently Lonwell Vorvrinder is still going at it with her pulpit, her propaganda.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I feel you, Scamp.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use one more. Yep. Should be good. Oh.
Don't call it there. Save 3 of my hit dice. At the end of the long rest, I'm also going to use the Pearl of Power to gain, or short rest, to gain a 3rd level spell slot back.
Okay.
I hope if I'm not muted myself. I'm going to go invisible.
Alrighty.
I don't know about all of you, but I feel much better now.
Better not.
Now,
Pavel, did you
then-
have a chance to identify the wand that you found?
Seb, was the wand magical or was it just a
It
normal
was.
arcane?
It's a magic
Oh.
wand. And
shit.
it's a Wand of the War Mage, +1.
Hey, that's good.
Oh.
Can be attuned by any spellcaster. Gives them a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls, and they ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Well, I don't need this.
Ah,
I'm good. I don't need it.
that's Brew. That's probably a very good point. Lady Scamp, I do believe this could benefit you or the Bard Roland.
Well, honestly, I already have enough things with me, so I couldn't possibly take it. Basically, I don't want to get rid of what I have.
Too.
You've only got
I would be
2 attunements though, right? But I guess you could use it for your firebolt and stuff.
Well, it's not in there, but my guitar is an attunement too.
Oh, do I not have your item there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because I never got you. I never got you a picture of it, so.
Oh, well, that's your fault. What sort of instrument is it again?
I think it's a guitar.
But like the
Citron.
actual name of the bard.
Oh, the.
McFarlane something.
Yeah, it's the McFermid.
Okay.
Whichever actual instrument.
Old
that is.
MacDonald. Alright, I'll get it. It's the name that cannot be pronounced. McFergan.
McFergan.
Okay.
I mean, it's not Swedish. It's.
I think I've got one of those somewhere.
like-
It's from IKEA.
Is anyone else curious about what he might have in that laboratory of his?
Shambling mounds.
Well, other than the mounds.
I mean, there might be something that we could.
I mean, at this point, I'm curious about a lot of things, but I would be regressed to say that I'm not curious to see what.
I'm
was
coming over here to check this
in
other
He's-
side. Yeah, check this
he's
other
a
side.
He's a powerful caster. He might have accumulated items. I mean, he might have taken stuff
There's
off
another
Nock.
corpse.
Where'd he put the stuff he took from Nock?
The letter from
I think Hallister took that.
Hallister said Hallister took them.
Yeah, Hallister wrote a bit of a note.
So, regarding the wand, I don't have a whole lot of spells that would necessarily benefit from it. But, Darius, you could maybe have it. I would be interested to learn, though, before bestowing you with any magic items. Who have you been talking to?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
It's difficult to say, given the day. On a good day is my daughter. On a not good day, it is my wife.
Wait, what?
I'm confused.
What?
Same.
Is this just gone Game of Thrones?
No, Scamp's bringing up an RP moment that I brought up with her, so that's all.
Mm.
Okay, don't take that out of context, anyone who has no context for what Darius just said.
No, Scamp's noticed that Darius occasionally talks to himself, and it seems like he's talking to someone, in a very adamant way that you'd talk to like a schizophrenic.
Okay. Because I just said, like, well, she's my daughter, but on a good day, she's my wife. I was like,
I didn't hear that. I heard the others.
I thought that's what you said.
That would be really horrible.
I was like,
That is totally not the way I took it.
Yeah, I didn't take it that way either. Until,
Yeah.
but
I
now
did not
you
take
say
it that way either, but
What
yeah.
the hell do you guys get up to?
I was like organizing magic items and stuff, and I just kind of didn't get the full context of what
so
he was
everyone
saying.
Just so everyone can know, just for context, this is the character flaw.
Right.
Ooh.
And Scamp went from looking like kind of like arms crossed and untrusting, like eyeing Darius, to like immediately looking guilty. Just kind of a quiet and like
I guess that's none of my business. All right. Walking away.
That's dark.
Oh man.
Okay, I say we examine.
You've got another
the-
corpse down here.
Yeah, examine this corpse, and then go examine the room with the undead sense in it, and then I say we go up to Waterdeep.
Alright, this corpse is a female dwarf, face up. She wears hide armor, and there's a great axe on the ground next to her. And her face is frozen in a horrific scream.
I can only do this once, but if we want to ascertain how these unfortunate souls came to be, I can do it once, given the state of things.
Well,
I think they might have been killed by banshees, maybe?
I mean, we can make some assumptions here.
Can I make a medicine check to see how I think it died?
Yeah.
Helping him out again.
Okay.
Good roll.
You don't actually see any physical wounds on the dwarf, and considering the fact there are banshees nearby, it would appear that she had her soul had been frightened out of her by the banshees, and she just instantly died of fright from a banshee's wail.
Then we can assume that the other one might have died to a banshee's touch. Then that would account for his withered appearance. Is there anything on her, like besides the
Again,
great axe?
she's being pilfered. Her pockets are turned out. No backpack.
Oh, nothing to do for her now, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I guess there is. I mean, if she's been dead less than 10 days, I could probably do something, but I'm not. I don't know her.
No, I've technically got stuff for reincarnate. I had forgotten I had components. I had to double check them to make sure they didn't disappear too. But they are not gems and coins, so I'm good.
I would suggest not getting too close over there.
Hollering back over the expanse. No shit, Sherlock.
I don't know, I'm just trying to look out for you. No need to be rude.
You can still just hear the incoherent whispers and kind of sad moans coming from the drow ghosts. And you guys leave this ancient and haunted Temple of Lol.
I want to push over this other statue on the way.
Okay. It's going to require an athletics check, Scamp.
Oh no.
It's pretty big.
I will give her advantage. I will help her in that. I see her start, and I'm just like,
Do you want a crowbar?
Well, if I got help, I got advantage anyway. Does my furball lifting load double capacity help me at all with this either? No.
Yeah. And you're able to topple it. You push it over, and it falls down to the ground, smashes into myriad pieces of rubble.
Do you feel better now?
No.
Before I go, Seb, can I do something real quick before we go with the whole party?
Sure.
Uh,
I have to tell them that though. They're like, oh, what? Pavel, what?
I want to burn. I want to burn the corpse.
Oh, I thought you like wanted to burn the party.
What? No. I'm right over here.
He's been taking over.
I'm nowhere
Imperial's
near her,
ghost.
so.
I thought you wanted time alone with your burning hand.
What? No.
Alright, you hold your hands up over the corpse of Muriel and just a big 15-foot cone of fire washes over the corpse and burns it into just a chunk of charcoal.
Yep.
That'll learn him.
Okay, so where do you guys want to go now?
I like the
I
idea of checking out
think
the lab.
we're going to investigate this room and then go up to Waterdeep. Come this hallway. Come this hallway.
So if we're going to fight these, presumably if they are going to animate into shambling mounds, let's try to pull them back and fight them at the door rather than get surrounded by them. Does that sound?
I mean, we can do that. I mean, we don't know that they're I mean, there might just be like.
Yeah, we don't know what they are.
There might be like four or five skeletons might pop out of every mound. We don't really know.
Fair enough. But either way, like if we can try to provoke them to come at us and then draw them back. I don't know.
You're trying
Sure,
that
whatever.
tactics thing that we so badly fail at. I like it.
I think our best bet might be our new companion here. I saw how he handled the banshees back there. Something similar to that might help out if it is all undead in here.
Seb, could I please doff my shield and put on Sundeath?
Go for it. You want to light it up?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to give you experience for those banshees as well, because you overcome the encounter regardless of how you dealt with it. So for the banshees, you guys get 550 XP, and you light up Sundeath Brew, and just fix up your hit points there as well. And a big, bright, glowing orange light just floods the hall.
Right.
So the doors are closed. You guys are closing behind you.
You know, Roland, I can do my best, and I push the door open, kind of aggressively, knowing that what's inside is probably bad.
They squeak as you open them, and then you also hear the disembodied voice of Lon Welv again. Sounds like the pulpit is quite far away now. Like it happens in different areas. And you see a number of trestle tables piled up here with a heap of alchemical equipment. Some of them don't actually even look that old upon closer inspection.
Can I stick my sword into one of these pile of bones?
Sure. I take Sundeath and poke it into the pile of bones, and when that happens, we roll initiative.
I found one.
You see these glowing eyes from amidst the pile of bones, and suddenly two ghouls jump up, bones falling down along their sides. Zombies with unrotten flesh. They hiss and they jump at you. And you hear bones start to shuffle from all the different corners of the rooms as well. And the cacophony of multiple ghouls hissing. Poking around into the wrong spot, one of them says to you, bro.
I get that a lot.
And you're up first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rage.
Okay.
Bonus action. And step down. Swing at the one that's right south of me.
That's a hit. And you cut the ghoul down with a single sweep of Sundeath. slicing it into pieces, and its mutilated corpse falls down to the bone pile.
And the other one.
Crit. And
Oh wait, there shouldn't be Divine Fury.
yeah, no Divine Fury, but you just cut the ghoul's head off regardless. They pretty much burst out of the bones. You take one sweep with Sun Death and you cut both of them in two.
Huh.
It's like a very aggressive game of whack-a-mole.
Just move down there.
Darius.
So I'm going to come to here. And
It's difficult terrain if you want to like get over the table.
Dukes of
So
Hazzard.
yeah.
there.
If you make an acrobatics check, you can slide across the table without having to slow your movement. If you fail badly, you'll just fall over though. Yeah, you do that. You slide across the table, knock a heap of beakers and Bunsen burners off the table. They shatter as they fall onto the ground.
Because I'm a
And
cool kid.
you can make it without it slowing down your movement speed. He's like, fuck science, and slide across the table.
I'm gonna bonus action Planar Warrior this one, the closest one, and so I will do that.
That hits. Alright, okay. You whip the ghoul, whoosh, and just a massive amount of force rips a big chunk of the ghoul's flesh away.
Two attacks. Forgot about that.
That hits.
Martial class.
And you just whoosh, wrap the whip around the ghoul's head and snap its neck as you drag it forward onto the ground dead.
Nicely done.
Rah! You don't belong here, one of the ghouls says. Stop snooping around! And a ghoul dashes up at you, Darius. This is Mural's laboratory, fools.
Seb, by any chance, or any of these ghouls look like Nox?
No. They look
Okay.
just so transformed that they just look like some generic humanoid hairless corpses.
Got it. Okay, so this one, I'm just gonna shoot with a sharpshooter. Let's see how good it is right now. Wow.
8 is a miss.
We'll try again.
That hits. And you clip the ghoul in the shoulder, knocking it back a little bit.
It's not dead, damn it. Okay, again.
And that is a hit. You hit the ghoul in the chest, and the ghoul just tumbles onto the ground dead.
Final shot's gonna be on this one right over here.
That's a hit. And
Damn it.
You man, the Roll20 is all messed up today, like the boxes aren't showing up. You hit the ghoul in the chest and he's knocked against the wall, but he's not quite dead. Scam.
Make it so.
Going to try. We're going to throw fire at him. Nope.
You go to throw the produce flame scamp, and then it kind of like falls out of your hand and you have to catch it, and it's like you're trying to like balance it and juggle it in your hand, and then it just drops onto the ground and goes out.
Yeah. Just kind of back up.
Everyone saw that scam. Alright, this ghoul just sprints at Darius, taking the dash action from the northwest corner of the room. Ren.
My roll 20 has decided to stop responding.
Yeah, roll 20 is all messed up today. You've
Let
got
me try.
2 ghouls. One's 25 feet away from you, one's 35 feet away from you.
Has either one gone yet?
One of them has. The one in the corner is like badly hurt. Pavel shot it, and you reckon you could easily finish it off? Like you wouldn't even have to try.
There's one next to Darius that you could get sneak attack on too.
Yep. There is one also engaged with Darius.
Okay, let me see if my roll 20 comes up in just a second. If not, I'll have you roll for the one next to Darius.
You really trust me to roll after what happened last time?
I wasn't rolling much better. If I'm not within 30 feet, I'll move to be in 30 feet, and then I'll shoot.
The one next to Darius?
The one next to Darius.
Alright, I'll roll it for you. Wish me luck. You have advantage. And
Oh,
you hit 21.
Yay!
And you hit for 29 points of damage. The crossbow bolt just pierces the ghoul straight through the eye socket, and it drops to the ground. Dead. And then you're still in the room. Did you want to like move out of the room or?
Yeah, I'll move out of the room.
Okay. Yeah, you can move up and use Roland as a shield. I moved you up behind Roland.
Not a very
I'll
good
use them.
shield, to be honest.
I'll use my shield.
Alright, Roland, you're up.
Like a wet paper sack for a shield. I'll step around the corner and again use the guitar to light my fingers on fire and then throw it at the ghoul. Firebolt. Let's try to finish him off.
Did you want to move for a clear shot?
Oh yeah, yeah. I would move for a quick.
That hits. Alright, as Pavel sinks a bullet into it, you come around the corner and poof, a big bolt of fire slams into the ghoul as well, and it just slides into the corner, resting on the big pile of bones.
Alright, that's good. And I'll move a little more. I'm playing far away from the only 2 ghouls left in the room. That's my turn.
These other 2 ghouls rise up from the pile of bones and dash at Brew, hissing and screaming and getting ready to jump on him with their claws bared.
Oh, they must have missed what he did to the other guys.
You don't belong here.
Were you guys eating bones?
Ah, we were waiting to eat your bones. Ha 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 ha!
I'm gonna keep laughing with them as I swing recklessly.
Oh man.
And that hits.
A laugh battle.
And you just slice him through the mouth, cutting off the top of his head.
And I'll keep laughing.
Now he just spurts out blood from his mouth.
I look at the other one. Is he laughing?
No, he stops. He's gone all quiet. And a 13 is a hit.
Oh man.
Alright, you slash through him, he jumps back, and you sear his arm off.
Oh. First one you didn't one hit kill.
Hey, I disarmed you.
Oh, Brew. I usually save those kinds of jokes for my spells.
And Darius. Darius? Are you there, Darius?
Yep. Ready?
I can hear you.
Hello?
A little muffled.
Sorry about that. So, looking around.
There's one ghoul left, and you could pretty much just like flick him, and he'll die.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh.
I do a toll of the dead, and
Huh.
he makes a saving throw.
Well then. Flick deflected.
Powerful.
Boop.
That's a miss.
And I missed. I know. And now I must do it again.
And another miss.
We'll keep doing it, because then you get better at sharpshooter.
I don't think it works that way. That's another miss.
I'll take off sharpshooter. Sometimes it helps me, sometimes it doesn't.
That hits.
Most of the time it doesn't.
And
I was
it,
about to say sharpshooter would have hit with that one.
it just bursts the ghoul's head open. And that ghoul too falls to the ground. Joining the rest of the
Well done,
corpses.
Nice and easy.
Giving the room a full once over, what would we find?
A laboratory. You can see alchemical equipment, a lot of dried up supplies, some rusted looking operating tools, and against the western wall, Roland, you see a copper tube that disappears into the ceiling, and there is a copper canister lying on the floor beneath it.
Is there any sort of lever or anything like that nearby?
No, no lever.
Wait. I think we've seen these somewhere before.
The pneumatic tubes from.
Yeah, up in Dwimical.
Yep.
Is there anything in the canister? Like
There
any-
sure is.
or anything?
There's a letter.
Ah,
It's a missive addressed to Mural, and it's written in common. It's on a rolled up sheet of parchment, and it just says, Mural, my faithful bodyguard, you've been re-elected to come and join us as a guest lecturer at Dweemacore.
oh.
And then it's signed with a capital H.
Well, that was nothing just overly important.
It's very anticlimactic in a way.
I wish we had a sample of his handwriting, and I would like forge a letter, like back, basically say "fuck you." But I don't have a sample of his handwriting, so I can't.
Oh, you can forge.
You can still write that.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll write.
Right.
I'll write that, and
But just in capital letters, fuck you.
yeah. Also in common,
Okay.
and I'll slip it in the tube.
Okay.
No, if you want me to, I can try to do forgery.
Too late. It's already gone.
When you put the canister up to the tube, it just whisks it away.
I think that gets the point across, though. Nice, succinct. Brevity is nice sometimes. Yeah, I would take a closer look at some of the.
A lot of it looks
Alchemical
so
processes and
old. It's like caked on scum. They're rusted. Look like they've been used thousands of times, and a lot of the potent supplies have actually been dried up. And you're not even sure if this stuff is even feasible anymore to be used. Could have been here for hundreds of years by the looks of it.
We had a pretty shitty laboratory.
You feel like Mural's magic had kind of turned more towards necromancy more than alchemy.
I will come up here and check the gate, though.
Okay, so yeah, the gate stone's glowing. The number 9 is illuminated.
Okay.
And it doesn't have a keystone, but carved into the frame itself are dozens of lidless eyes. And a phrase in common. It says, "The gate cannot hide from those it cannot see."
Oh, this
Oh.
leads back to the heart of the mountain.
Good to know. That's a good place to rest.
Aren't we on 10th level though? And this goes to 9th, and 9th isn't that Dreamer
Well,
Core?
No, it's the levels on the gate stone. Well, I say levels. The numbers on the gate stone, I don't believe, indicate the level of where the gate goes. Because there are only 20 sides to this gate stone, and there are 26 levels of this place.
You see it more as like an individual, like one-to-one door gate.
Hmm.
I can't even remember what level was that? 6.
6.
Yeah, so we go all the way back up to level 6 with that, and we can go up to level 1 with the other gate. So these are both good gates to know.
We can use them right now, if that is our wish.
It is my wish.
Well, I guess we can go back. Go back to the other gate. I don't see the. Don't really see any point in going to the last level at the moment. Going back up to the first level and getting back into the sunlight, well, it'll feel pretty good, I think.
I want to go home.
I
For a
wish to
bit.
see sunlight. I wish to drink.
Drink and
Well
party.
then,
Alright.
if we knew the way, then it is a decided decision. It
I would
is
like-
something that we should do.
I would like to gather whatever we can of Nox and give him a proper burial.
Yeah.
I think Brew grabbed Nox.
I have some of the rocks
Yes,
Same.
the
from
rocks.
the
I have
statue.
one rock.
I have. Let me check.
You have 1/3 of Nox.
I'm
I have noted 4 pounds of Nox rocks.
I'm honestly not even sure that was actually Nox, just because Scamp was inside. So
I've been trying to look for his body everywhere and I can't find it.
Look, 90% of burials are symbolic, anyways.
Is there any chance these Drow are going to try and attack us?
there's always the possibility of a drow attack.
So
What drow?
do you guys want to double back and head to the mirror gate that Darius
Yes.
took to get to level 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I can move you guys over there.
Okay.
So you head down the hall and you take a right through the hidden hallway, through the illusionary wall, back through the floor of skulls, past the Nox rocks chunks, and you find yourselves at this stone mirror gate.
I
Mirror
would
of the
gather
stone
up
frame.
as much Nox chunks as I could.
Okay.
Same.
Alright, everyone gets Nox chunks if you want. Add it to your inventory.
Dagger wouldn't grab any.
I don't think Roland will grab any either.
And
Do we
Yeah.
know?
While everyone's gathering them up, Darius would be off in the corner, like a little bit away, just saying to himself, "I know, it's not him. Look, it's cathartic for them. Don't bother them with that."
Hmm.
All right.
This Scample's right about the talking.
Alright, so the number 11 on the gate stone glows when you come near this mirror gate. And you guys gather yourselves again and head to this gate. And so this one just has an image of a wizard pointing a wand worked into the stone frame.
I wonder if you just have to cast a spell upon it.
I think
Try
you could probably use a
pointing a wand
cantrip.
at it.
Yeah, maybe just have to point a wand and be a caster.
Maybe, and I'll point the wand of fireballs at it.
Nothing happens.
Alright. I'll...
Should we move away if you're gonna fireball it?
Oh, I'm not gonna fireball it. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, if you do, please warn us.
I'll let you know if I decide to throw a fireball for no reason. I'll try to tap the frame with the wand.
Tapping the frame doesn't do anything.
Ah, all right.
Can I?
Maybe you have to tap it 3 times. There's the one with the staff
yes,
that we had to do
I
3 times.
forgot about that, and I'll tap it twice more.
Tapping the frame 3 times doesn't do anything.
I'll
can
tap
just
the
see-
mirror.
When you tap the mirror itself, a shockwave, like a ripple in water, emanates over the mirror. And you can see through the mirror now a particularly clean looking hallway with a number of floating candles in niches lining the hall. You can see onto the other side of the gate.
Ah, that is level 1, and I'll step through.
Okay. You step
Go
through,
follow Roland.
everyone goes through, and sure enough, you emerge back on level 1 of Undermountain. And Roland, roll me a 1d20.
Well,
Uh-oh.
As you emerge, one of Hallis's runes
Yep.
is waiting for you.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you a card from the rune deck.
oh no.
So can you send the map, please?
What do you get, Roland?
Let us see.
Ooh, I got I got the Hallister rune.
What?
Make a constitution save, Roland.
Oh no.
This is the one.
Oh no.
As you step through the room, the mirror, Roland, and you take that first step, it's like you just stood on a landmine. You hit for 52 force damage. As the rune
Thank God you're not
explodes.
dead.
Let us all remember the time that Nox got obliterated into 1,000
Yeah.
pieces
Jesus.
Yeah.
because he missed a game.
As I step through and that happens, I turn and say, "Watch out for the first step. It's a doozy." Oh, good lord.
Alright, I'll steal that card back off you, Roland, and from here you guys can easily find your way back to the well. We'll end the session here. You guys can make your way back to the well, and we'll start next session with you guys up emerging into the yawning portal. And I need to steal that card off you, Roland. I'm trying to steal it. I don't know how to grab it. Anyway. There should be an option if you click it, it'll say like steal or something.
Steal. Yeah. Can I just get? I think I can just get rid of it.
Yeah, or
Right.
just like drag it onto the map and
Yeah.
then I'll delete it.
I'll just drag it onto the map.
Okay.
That
Alright,
was the
so
only sleight of hand checks.
alright, if you guys want to offload some gear, then anything from the PHB, in Chapter 5 of the PHB, weapons, armor, adventure, and gear, you can sell it for half a listed price. And any other valuable like gemstones are basically currency, so there's not really a need to sell it. And any art objects you can sell for the listed price. So if you guys want to do that like before the session, then you're welcome to do that. Just so we get
Yes.
that out of the way, so you're not spending
I was
like.
supposed to say dagger. Like you need to do an inventory.
I've got the bag of holding inventory. I have it on a separate spreadsheet, so I already know what we can sell it for.
Seb,
Nice.
so that you're aware, because I don't know if you pay attention to like the group chats, Scamp now has the chest of preservation, and she's put all the shit she's gonna feed rations in it.
Okay.
Can we spend our downtime in between sessions?
Yeah, always.
Cool.
This will be
You
a
can do
very
that
good time to do it since we-
any time you want. In between sessions, you can use downtime.
If Scamp
Cool.
wanted to visit the Emerald Enclave, would you prefer that to like wait until next session, or did you want me to like send you a PM?
It's up to you when you wanna. Whenever you wanna go, it's your choice.
And everybody remember magic items that we may not necessarily need or want. We need to sell those to Obaya because
Yeah,
she
she'll
will
buy them.
money. She will buy them.
That wand that we just picked up, most of my spells are saving throws. Like it's not actually going to be useful. I think Produce Flame is about the only thing I use that would benefit from it, so I'd rather it get sold.
Same with Darius. Darius, like,
Darius doesn't want the wand?
No.
I guess if you got a lot of saving
did-
throw spells.
Curiosity question: would it be accounted for towards spirit? Like,
Yeah,
spiritual
it's a
weapon?
spell attack. It's a melee spell attack.
I mean, if you don't already have three attunements, there's no reason not to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't have three
My
attunements, so yeah, I might take that then.
Okay. Well, we'll sort all that out anyway. We can do it like in between the session and the next week as well. So we'll wrap it up here. Good night, everyone. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Seb.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks,
Good
Seb.
night.
Good session.
See you guys next week in Waterdeep. Bye bye.
See ya.